Well, I've just started recording, so
Have you actually?
deal with it. It's going to be
Let's
interesting
go.
to see how much room this takes up for recording for a couple of hours.
That's why I was considering it on Twitch, because then it would at least be hosted online somewhere that's not someone's hard disk.
I fucking rung the man earlier, and I said to him, "Oh, I won't be able to." I was like, "Oh, like," because I had time to chat to him. I was like, "I meant to call you back a couple of days ago," and he was like, "Oh, it's fine. I'm busy now. Can I call you back at like 9 o'clock tonight?" And I was like, "No, I'm busy tonight, unfortunately. Right? I'll call you tomorrow," I said. And then the fucker calls me twice now tonight. Anyway,
because you're tech support.
I fucking am tech support, and I hate it. I do it as a day job. He doesn't pay me for it. At least fucking Shopify pay me for it.
He bought you your car.
Good point.
Yeah.
Payment enough.
He's in credit. Deep credit.
I get paid in debt. Oh no, he's not. He's still in debt. Believe me. Like,
it's been that much, has it?
18 years. Believe me. Like, he's paying off a long-standing fucking debt. Like, the car's a good start. We'll see if the next car makes a dent in it.
If he buys you a yacht, then maybe.
I don't know. I feel like that'll put him in more debt because I can't fucking sail.
You don't need to sell. You just need to look cool.
Yeah, you throw parties on yachts. You don't have yachts that be on water. What are you talking about?
Jess, you've seen me.
Right?
You know what I look like. Like, no boat of any size could make me look cool.
Disagree.
Kayla has died at that. She thinks that's hilarious.
Yeah.
I think she also thinks it's true.
I mean, so do most of us, let's be honest.
Depends on the boat.
There's nothing that can make him look cool.
You're his girlfriend. Shut up.
Exactly. I'm in a privileged position that I know for a fact there's nothing.
Trust her judgment on this matter.
Without a shadow of a doubt, that there is nothing.
It's really damning when my girlfriend fucking says it, you know?
Right.
And it's probably more damning. It probably cements the idea in me whenever I'm going like, "Oh, if you said it about me, I'll break up with you." It's like, no, I couldn't. I'm like, I don't have options. Like, you know, like.
Yeah, it says more about me though that I'm still with you, even.
That's what I was just about to say. Like, exactly.
There we go.
But in like a good way, as in she really loves you, and not just for your looks and shit.
You just keep setting her up.
He brought this entirely on himself. It's his own fault. He invited me here.
Sure.
No one's blamed but himself.
I thought by doing it I might be able to sidestep a bullying, but it didn't work. You know? Like,
yes, I'll avoid bullying by going up to the booth and say, "Hey, would you mind bullying me for this thing?"
Yeah, you'd think that would make them go, it's too easy a target. We want a bit more of a challenge. No, you fuckers don't care. Like,
that's why it's called bullying.
While we were on holidays, I'm currently starting a D&D campaign with a group of other friends who like have very little experience with D&D, and I want to get a bit of experience DMing. Right, so I'm starting a campaign with them. While we were in Belgium and the Netherlands, while we were driving from Amsterdam to Bruges and then back from Bruges to Belgium, was all through Dutch-speaking areas, and Kayla was under strict instructions that anytime you see a funny place name on any kind of sign, we write it down. So we have a hell of a list right now. The top of which is the Dutch town of Hoogheide.
Jesus.
In perfect synchronization there. That was quality.
We spent about 20 minutes screaming that at each other after we passed that sign.
Just screaming Hoogheide and dying laughing. I was driving on the wrong side of the road, right?
On the wrong side of the car.
On the opposite side of the road and the opposite side of the car because of the fucking continent, right? Driving an automatic car, so I wasn't really used to automatic either. So I had like a lot of new stuff that I was dealing with, and for a long period of time, I had my eyes closed, filled with tears, because I was laughing so much. You know,
like 20 solid minutes of screaming Hoogheide.
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 Hoogheide. There's actually a Dutch town named Hoogheide.
I believe that.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of funny Dutch place names. What was the one we saw? It was Vastland Haven Zoid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another really long one as well.
I could get them. Wait a sec.
You might need to use it as an alias. It's fine.
That's not a bad
How
idea.
about,
I'm still
how about
working
instead?
my way through First World War generals. Fine.
That is actually really funny. I love that. But let's start.
Vitapalstad.
All right,
Okay.
let's go.
That's right.
So, to recap the events of last session, you managed to successfully get the full ritual together by stealing book abstracted information back from a old dying brain monster thing.
Mhm.
So well done there. You broke the weird time bubble that the college was trapped in, and then got absorbed into this weird plane of existence that you're not entirely sure where it is. You just know that you're in some dank, miserable, dungeony looking place filled with all sorts of nasty beasties and spirits trapped in crystals and energy being siphoned off various places and all sorts of crap going on. And your unnecessary dog whistling has attracted the attention of a weird, multi-faced, blabbering...
And my bell ringing
creature
too.
of
Let's
some
not forget
kind.
my bell ringing.
Yeah, it's a team effort. You all fucked this one up.
But let's just be clear that the party only heard the bell, so it's Daniel's fault. Or Victor, sorry. Victor.
So yeah. And to remind you of the appearance of this thing.
Ugly as fuck.
I don't want to.
Well, too bad you're getting it anyway.
Damn.
That's
This guy right here.
You nasty.
Yeah. So yeah, as it descended the stairs, you heard it wailing this weird, discordant song that reminded you of the attempted singing that the old man was doing.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's that noise. And also, you recall before heralding its arrival was this weird sort of disc of distorted area on the ceiling that moves towards the stairs before it came down them. And you can see that same distorted effect in the radius on the ground around it.
Can I just say that every time Joy hears that sound, like the noise, the song, whatever it is, she's going to panic and be like, it's the old guy again!
Well, he had to learn the song from somewhere, didn't he?
Yeah, but fucking Shadow knows it, and it was him. Now Blob knows it, probably him.
So yeah, the first thing its many mouths warbled at you as it came down here in response to the noise was, "Who is disturbing the little ones?" What do you do?
I jump into Althea's arms like Scooby-Doo.
Of course you do.
I drop him straight away.
Yeah, assumed you would.
Of course you do. And thus balance is restored to the universe.
See what you should have done is thrown him at it.
I ask this every fucking session, I feel like, but is there anywhere I can hide, like in the raft?
No, but there's lots of like nooks and crannies and corners about the place. If you wish to be not seen. Very sharpish.
Can I try and hide in a nook and cranny somewhere close to the monster so I can?
You can hide in a nook or cranny. You can't hide in
I
both
will
at the same
hide-
time.
Do I hide in a nook or do I hide in a cranny?
That's up to you, man. It's D&D.
I hide
It's
in a
your call.
cranny. I hide in a cranny.
Which cranny? Point to the cranny.
I don't know where the crannies are. Just all over the place.
Well, there's corners and like there's walls to hide behind. At least you can try and.
Can I hide behind a cranny here? So
Not
Actually?
from the face, Blob.
yeah, not like in direct line of sight of it. No, that's
Run
kind of
straight towards and
hiding.
in front
Fair.
of it. Am I hit?
what about somewhere right beside where I'm standing, like here? I'd still have like line of sight of it, but
So you've got like these sort of weird alcoves that these creatures are in,
okay.
including that creature that's your ally. It's a weird antler-looking fella.
So, like, a nook and a cranny is basically a space that is
Yeah.
out of sight.
Yeah.
Yes,
Not like a little dip in a wall. That
Yeah, I was
is-
just wondering were there any like
accidentally
neat-
there.
you can't turn yourself two-dimensional and go through one of the cracks in the walls.
What I meant
Or
was
can
like
you?
were there any sort of like around my general location, like where I could sort of quickly get into so that I could still
I mean,
see it, but couldn't
You're in
see
a sort of long, fairly blank corridor at the moment. I'm just thinking like you could hide around here, you could hide around here. If you were trying to be really subtle, I don't know if you could squeeze in there, but that would be really pushing it because you're almost in line of sight.
it. That's okay. I won't try hiding if there's nowhere close to hide.
Hide behind the statue thing.
I'll wait a moment to see what the gibbering mouther is going to
Yeah. So it moves towards the source of where it thinks that it heard the noise come from. I think the closest noise was the bell, so this direction.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go and move
Yeah,
back
I
this way a bit so that Victor is the closest thing to it because it's his fault.
I scurry past her and hide over here.
Wait, did we kill the blobby guys or did we talk out of it?
The guy next to me, like.
No, the guy next to Althea.
No, don't believe so.
No, they were just screaming because of the bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, you made a noise and they made that weird high pitched scream and squeal.
Alright.
Can
That I
I, while I'm running past Althea, can I kind of like grab her and move her around the corner with me to hide? And like, can I try to hide both of us?
I'm just gonna go that way anyway, so because I don't like the look of it, and it's your fault. So I'm gonna be near you to push you out in front of me if it tries to come at me.
Like
It's
the
your
idea of
fault that it's here.
Can I like peer around the corner to see what I can out of
To see what?
to see what I can like make out of the creature if I notice any sort of behaviors that it's doing when it's walking towards where we were?
Do you drop the bell on the floor?
No, I keep a hold of it. I'll keep it.
Make a perception check. Okay, so aside from the weird sort of disc of distortion that you remember from the ceiling, you can see that the as it moves sort of closer to where you were when you rang the bell, it the weird sort of wailing / singing that it's making constantly as it moves kind of seems to instill some kind of like a calming reaction in the weird sort of maggot brain things, and
Okay.
simultaneously seems to be causing the figure in the crystals to become less distinct and more blurry.
Can I
And
ask
also,
how weak these guys look as well once you're finished? Just how weak the guy standing next to me looks after you're finished.
well, you probably had to like spend enough time next to the thing to at least tell. So make is there a check? Or can you just tell?
Now, Hayden. He's doing it now.
They look fairly squishy, I guess. At first glance, they're kind of fairly large, but they don't seem like they have a lot, of physical
Yeah, there's not a lot to
strength
them.
to them.
Yeah.
They're kind of squishy blob leech things.
Okay.
They probably absorb bludgeoning damage or some shit.
If you're
Can I ask both Kareem and Joy to make wisdom saving throws though? Because you as this creature walks past you, the full force of this weird sort of wailing and gibbering hits you.
wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God it wasn't a disadvantage. Holy Jesus.
Yeah.
Except it was because exhaustion. No.
So you could feel some part of your like strength of will kind of being almost or something about this noise is distorting your ability to think straight, and it's like you feel like some weird urge to do something entirely sporadic and unprompted for no reason, and you're able to resist this urge, but you definitely feel that something has tried to affect you there, and it sort of continues to move past.
Can I see, a large part of me wants to just attack the thing next to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other part's like, the noises are kind of fucked up. I'm gonna maybe go and see that. I feel like both of them's a bad idea, but I'm gonna come out into the corridor where that is. Like come in around, like here.
Can I sort of like go with them because I would not stay there by myself?
There.
Yeah,
so
of course.
So I'm behind cover. Do I still have line of sight there?
Yeah, sure. As you peer around the corner, the creature seems to like be in the middle of, a few of its faces are kind of inspecting the state of this particular brain bleach thing. Almost with like a sort of seems like worried expression. Like difficult to tell because it has like about 1,000 expressions at once, and they're all seeming entirely mental. But it's the best you can discern. That's what it's doing. But as soon as you poke your head around, actually, are you trying to be subtle about it, or
Yeah.
sort of
I'm just trying to
Yeah,
see
okay.
what the thing is.
make a stealth check then?
Ooh.
18, boys, let's
Was
go.
that?
18.
See, let's have a look. See then.
Wait until it's got like 30 passive perception. It's like, I see
You're
you.
right.
Not quite.
Oh, no, maybe not. Yeah, too engrossed in the thing. Okay,
So
so
yeah,
I'm gonna.
it's
Oh,
so yeah.
sorry.
As you peer around, it completely fails to notice you, and it's still sort of engrossed in
Okay.
inspecting this thing. And it starts looking at the crystal encased figure next to it that is looking less and less distinct by the second. And it seems to be sort of babbling to the creature as well as just generally. It says, who is disturbing your rest? But you are running out of food. Yes, we will need more essence. Yes, more.
As I peer around the corner, can I see Kareem from my position?
I guess you make a perception check.
Yeah.
Holy fuck!
Oh!
You see directly into Kareem's soul.
Holy shit.
That's you not getting anything with a 15 now.
Right?
Holy
Nice
shit!
rolls. I can't wait to the nat ones that are coming up.
Right.
I mean, I've already used one up actually, to be fair.
You catch about half a centimeter of an antler, and you spot him.
Can I see anything about the creature while looking out there as well? Like, is it coming closer to us? Is it staying still where it is now? Or
It seems to be staying still. It's engrossed in its little baby maggot thing here. So
Ew.
yeah, it's not pleasant. None of this is nice.
I'm gonna turn it to Joy and say, let's kill this thing. I'm gonna put my whistle in my mouth. I'm gonna draw my bow.
Uh-huh.
What are you doing? Why are you whistling?
And I'm
Does it
gonna
even work?
blow the whistle as I like step out to take the shot. And then just shoot at the creature.
Can I ready my
Can I-
attack for when it comes and charges at Hayden?
Can
Unless I
just
go
ask a
before it.
question?
Yeah, go on.
When the noise, like when the bell was going, did that affect that weird creature, like the gibbering mouther thing as well, or was it just the leech thingy?
The gibbering mouther was on the floor above at the time you actually rang it.
Okay.
It came down here because you rang the bell, as far as I remember, at least.
I'm really tempted.
Okay, so we can't tell if the noise affects it.
I'm
It
really
at least
tempted
got
to like.
as far as you can tell, it at least got its attention. Nothing else.
Okay.
I'm really tempted to like, as Kareem is doing that without my knowledge, I'm really tempted to go, okay. I'm really tempted to look at Althea and go, okay, I'm gonna ring the bell, step out, and we're getting ready for a fight, okay?
I feel like
You
with a
as a pussy
nat
would
20
not do that.
perception, I would argue that that's allowed.
Yeah, right? That's what I'm thinking. Like.
Just because that's
Some-
high
something
perception
about the-
doesn't mean you can see through walls.
Something about the body language that you can, somehow tell from this 1 centimeter of antler lets you know every single aspect of his plan. You're just that perceptive. I don't know how you managed it,
Brilliant!
but
I
somehow you're able to discern this.
Oh, shit.
But as a pussy, he wouldn't
that
do
one's
that.
all day from now on, boys. I look at Althea, then I go, I think Kareem's gonna attack that thing, right? And I go, I'm gonna ring the bell. When I do, you step out and fire any kind of ranged thing at it. Just hit it with whatever you got.
I can't wait for a nat 1 to fuck up one of the teams. I don't know
Right.
who's getting shot or hit by a spell, but it's one of us.
It'll be me because I'm the only fucking close range cunt.
I ready the bell. Like,
Okay. So I guess both of you
Wait.
get.
Oh,
Go on.
he told me he was gonna ring, blow the whistle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So can I try and sneakily and quietly run up to it as he's blowing it before it notices me and hit him, or no?
All right. If there's a bunch of stuff happening, we want to roll initiative now. I think you guys are going to get a surprise round on this thing. So
Yes.
yes.
Anyway, I'm jumping the gun again, you people.
Yeah, you need to select the thingy and wait for the
Soundtrack.
turn order to come up. Oh
Oh,
wait,
wait,
it
it
still
did
came
pop up.
Oh, okay.
I did select it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
the
no, last time we did it, we were waiting for a turn order to come up. I didn't know it stayed.
Patched.
Oh,
19.
Those geniuses.
Not patched.
All right.
Yeah, that's good.
yeah, that goes in actual order.
We did well, Trips.
Yeah, we
But I
did.
want to hold my attack until it kind of turns round to the whistle, I guess.
Oop, that's not what I meant.
Oh, well, we have a surprise round, so that'll be happening. So you've got a chance to just do things.
You're all acting
Yeah,
before
but-
it anyway.
I was gonna say if he oh, that's true. If you went before us, then I would need to do that.
That's so bizarre. You were already in initiative order. It didn't have to sort it.
Mm.
It's already in descending order.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Right.
All right. So, sorry, were you actually waiting for his attack, or were you just rushing out there as part of the initial?
No, I think as he blows the whistle, I'm gonna run out. That's to start the fight, right?
Yeah. All right. So as the whistle is blown and as the bell is rung, all of its faces, they kind of split into two groups, and they each sort of look in the direction of the noise and
Ugh.
scream at it.
No.
But you still get a drop on them. I just want to say that. Later.
Yes.
Okay. Joy, it's your turn. You, I assume, run up to the
1,
thing.
2, 3, 4, 5. How many can I go? I can go 8. There we go.
Unfortunately, as you start walking through this circle of distortion, you notice that the ground itself is kind of phased out of reality a bit, and it makes it hard to walk on. So it's difficult terrain within 10 feet of it.
From 10 feet of it, I can still make it then.
Just stand on it.
I'm gonna hit it.
Can you make otherwise visible to?
Oh, it's advantage as well, isn't it? Because surprise round.
I can't actually remember if it works.
I'm
I
pretty
think-
sure it's advantage
you-
until its turn, right?
Isn't that only if you're an assassin rogue? I can't quite remember.
I don't think so.
I'll have to look it up.
Not
Yeah,
for a surprise round.
where's conditions? It's not in conditions. I don't know if.
Just Google it. Be like 5e D&D surprise round. Right.
So when a creature can't see you, you have advantage on attack rolls against it. I think that's the nearest thing. You did kind of alert it to your presence with the whistle. If you just ran up to it and smacked it without making a noise, I might let you have advantage. But I think strictly speaking, I do have to just
To be
give you the.
the whole point of a surprise round is that it doesn't do.
No, the whole point of a surprise round is it doesn't get to act on its first turn. It's
But it
surprised.
is-
It spends
Yeah.
its turn being surprised at you turning up.
Yeah, I've just read that now. Like the description that someone gives to this question in one of the forums is basically it says that you just roll normal initiative, but the when it comes to the creature's turn, it's surprised, so it can't make any moves or actions. According to this.
Oh, okay. So we just get to go twice.
Like,
then.
yeah, if you were shooting at it from cover or got like the drop on it from the ceiling or something, that would give you advantage.
I did say I was gonna go to it stealthily, and it would probably like.
Yeah, but me and Victor kind of fucked that up a bit by the whole whistle and bell strat, but it was worth because memes.
Yeah, right.
Fine. How do I target? I can't target it. It's not fucking fine.
Yeah, you don't need to. Just roll them dice. 16 is a hit.
9.
12 is also a hit.
9.
That's not a 9. Sorry.
No. I
All
got
right.
a nat 1 on that. Holy shit. Oh.
Are you spending any key points, or are you just making it 2?
Do I have movement left?
Probably not after moving into the difficult terrain, I would imagine.
Because I was like behind, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. But yeah, no, I don't. Right, okay.
So yeah, you swinging with a quarterstaff, and is a what kind of is it a punch, a kick, or a tail whip?
I jump in the air and whip up my tail.
Nice. So yeah, with a crack of the quarterstaff and a whip of the tail, you smack 2 of the faces in the jaws, and it looks very cross at you with those 2 faces and with all the other faces that are pointing in your direction.
And I pose and like move my fingers slightly to like come the fuck at me.
Kareem.
I'm going to Hunter's Mark
Yep.
and then shoot the longbow.
Nice.
And everything attacks.
That's also a hit.
That's a hit.
Oof.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He's a large, blowy boy,
He's
and
probably
he's
got
very
Uh,
easy
a
to hit.
shit ton of HP, right?
So it's that plus that.
Nice.
Let's fucking go, boys.
Just
Too
tearing
well?
chunks at this boy.
And I'm gonna. I kind of want to cross over to like here. Nah, fuck it. I'll stay behind that wall.
All right. Victor.
As soon as I ring the bell, I immediately throw it back in my pocket and then I run up right beside it.
Okay. So how much you've got?
30. I know I have to use a dash to get to it because of the difficult terrain.
Is
Oh, we've
correct.
got
Oh, you might just. Yeah, it's.
Does
Oh,
it
it's
reduce
10 foot now.
movement? Yeah, his full movement can get there unless it slows him.
My full movement can get there. I know for a fact my full movement can get there. But if the difficult terrain slows me, then I will have to use dash.
Yeah, so you're spending 10 feet for this last 5 feet, effectively. So
Because I've got an extra, so I've moved 35 feet instead.
actually, no, it'd be not. It'd be
It said it was a 10-foot radius, so
yeah, it's 10 foot radius, so you'd be
20
spending.
foot to get there.
Yeah, so you'd have to.
So I'm using 50 feet out of a 60 feet dash.
Okay.
I'm using that as part of my cunning action, so I still get to have my move. my
Yep.
Attack.
Go for it.
And yeah, I like whip out the rapier and just stab him in one of his fat.
8 does not hit.
Damn.
Yeah.
To be fair, 10's pretty low. I can't really grumble with 8 not
I
hitting.
know, right?
So yeah, I think its thing is writhing and squirming all over the place, and it makes it difficult to land a hit. It just sort of bits of two of the faces kind of like divide in half as you try and. Are you gonna make that noise every time I describe this thing? Because
Yeah, I can vomit it. Because I'm actually picturing it, and it's just Ugh.
One thing I do before my turn's up is I do kind of crouch down, because I know that Althea is going to be firing something over my head, and I don't want to get hit by it.
Unless she
So-
gets a one and hits you with it.
I know. Please don't get a 1.
Althea, roll that one.
I think I'm going to try with a firebolt because I don't really know what this thing is. I don't want to waste my really good ones on it until I see how the rest of the damage happens.
Sure.
Oh, fuck.
So I think I'm going to go with firebolt.
Go for it. Don't know. Oof. It goes wide.
Well, that didn't work.
Didn't hit me. That's okay, though. Thanks.
No worries.
My turn.
That's the nat 20 perception hitting in right now, you know? Like, we knew exactly what was going on. We hadn't a clue how to do anything with it.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, your firebolt goes wide. It hits the sort of purple crystal thing. It glows very briefly, and there's a little sort of screech again from the brain leech that's attached to it.
Why has this got an attack?
The book. What the fuck?
You filled it with so many frustrations and concerns that you just like pick up this massive encyclopedia and bash it in your head with it.
It's like it's someone with a phone book. It's just,
A hardback phone book.
yeah,
Why has it got an attack?
read Gideon's Bible, motherfucker.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Right.
man.
Anyway, you told me the
All right. Gibbering Mother skips its first turn because you're surprising it. Joy, you're up. That's a hit.
Can I use the book as an Right. Oh. Better. I got a natural 1 and I got a natural 4. Woohoo!
Like, Joy is just this party's like main damage dealer, you know? Like everything we fight, she just gets up in its face and just bashes it with a staff and then whips it with her tail. Like,
Because fuck him. I was trained by a monk.
Longbow hype.
Pew.
Oh, thank God.
Pew.
That bad boy, and then that bad boy again.
Yeah. So yeah, between Kareem and Joy, you're tearing chunks at this thing, and it's clearly having not a great time of it.
no shit.
Are you moving or are you staying put?
Nope, just chilling.
All right, Victor.
I slash at it with my rapier again. Are you kidding me?
Oh, hang on. Sorry, there's a thing I'd meant to ask you guys
you
to
don't.
do.
Oh.
It's not quite. Fuck! It should have been doing this anyway because it's kind of a passive effect. Fuck.
Just revert the turns.
All right, you've made your move already, so I'll let you have this one. But
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm good to re-roll my turn. It's fine.
don't.
Yeah, but we're
don't
not.
be
Why
too-
would you
don't be
want
too
me and
quick to
Joy to
accept before I
reroll?
tell you
Don't
what
be so
it's gonna
silly.
do, yeah.
I know it's gonna do some shit.
All right.
Wisdom
So
saves. Buzzing.
Nah, continue on with the turns. It's fine. We've already moved past.
right. So okay. So at the start of your turn, you are within 10 feet of this thing. Make a DC 10 strength save, please.
Oh.
Both of us?
You didn't move, so this won't affect you anyway.
I didn't move.
Did you want to move after your turn ended?
No, I mean, is Victor moving?
This will dictate whether he has that option anymore.
When you say a DC 10,
Strength save.
To be fair, I did walk into it last round.
Yeah. Oof. All right, so Victor, the weird distorted ground kind of closes in around your feet a bit, and you are unable to move away from this thing. And also, make a DC 10 Wisdom save.
Oh, God.
I think that means you're fine.
See, this is the problem about you rolling 2 natural 20s. this,
Okay, I
you
think
get
I'd like.
8s and 5s.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the 18 is breaking the curse. Hopefully.
Yeah. So, is it an ongoing effect if you fail to save? I need to. Sorry, I've entirely get to an important part of this monster that actually makes it scary. So,
Can I still like hunker down to give Al a clear shot?
You're in the fucking ground. We're already down.
okay, it's a save per turn, so it's not an ongoing effect. So we don't need to roll for joy. It's fine. Okay. So yeah, you fail to stab the thing. You also fail to be able to move out of the range of its weird song and its weird ground distorting effects.
Cool. But I can still kind of like hunker down to give Alec.
Yeah, you kind of. You still have knees, so you're fine.
Sorry, that's
I've
going
been-
into potential episode titles right there.
Yeah.
Can I look?
I've been blessed with semi-collapsible limbs.
Is
Can
that
I
Dara over in?
Victor
Yeah.
and say,
Nice.
hit him with a tuning fork, right on his chin.
The chinning fork.
Yeah.
You still got knees, so you're fine. Nice.
All right.
You have the fork, right? Daniel.
Which of us? Actually, that's a good point. No, Hayden. Kareem has the fork.
I thought Cream had the gem.
No, he climbed the fountain with the fork.
Yeah, no, I climbed the fountain, so I still have that stuff. Well,
still
have
I still have the. Well, do I still have the? Oh no, I've still got the fork, but I don't have like the gem or the cage.
Damn it. Okay, never mind then.
Oh, although I do
You
have the
still
other gems still
a
though.
gem in the cage.
Yeah, I've got a gem and a fork.
You also have a cage. Right?
No, I have the cage, I think.
Oh, you have the cage, okay. But between us, we have a gem, a fork, and a cage.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, if you could ring off his
Wait,
head.
where do you have a cage from?
Do I not? I got it from the old man.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, the kind of burned up one. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Fair enough.
All right,
Wait,
Al.
didn't I also get it from the ground as well? The lab or whatever, what's the classroom?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that
you got
one
it from
is
the lecture theatre.
the one
yeah.
that got left behind with the gem when we came here.
Oh, yeah, okay. Then yeah, I've still got the old rusty one.
Don't roll a 1, please. Al. Please don't hit me with a firebolt. I already can't move.
Can I use True Strike to see what will actually work against this?
Can you throw True Strike into the chat for us, please?
I thought you strike
Just
gave
click on
you
it, yeah.
advantage.
Yeah.
Oh.
The magic grants you
Yeah.
brief insight into the target's defenses. On your next turn, you get advantage on your first attack roll against the target, provided the spell hasn't ended yet. You can cast that if you wish.
Yeah.
It doesn't tell you what effect.
Yeah, when it says insight into the target's defenses, it's more like, it's like movement pattern and like it's like a sort of fictional flavoring on how you get advantage on the attack. It doesn't give you any special
Okay.
information.
No worries.
So if you use that, that'll happen. So your choice.
No, I was just curious because I didn't know what it was.
Let's go.
No, I'm gonna go with Firebolt again, I think.
Good stuff. That's a hit.
Ooh. That is a hit. Holy shit.
Yeah. This thing is looking a lot worse for wear. You're all really laying into it. Any movement or not?
No, I'm just gonna move so that I'm in direct line, but not any further.
Okay.
Because I'm a chicken. Hello.
Oh, she didn't roll. She didn't roll for wild magic.
It's not for cantrips, I believe.
No, it's not. It's only spells. So fuck you.
That's okay.
Double check that.
You want me to turn into a potted plant right
it is.
now?
I
I was
would
hoping to
love
turn
an
into a
excuse.
chicken.
I would love an excuse to roll it, but I don't think I'm allowed to for this.
I just wanted
mean,
the
you can
chance
make
that
your
she
own
could actually
rolls.
turn into a chicken. Like
You can make
a
your own.
red-haired, pointy-eared chicken. Like
Spell at first level or higher, you're safe.
Make your own rules.
That's okay.
The game is. I'm not a game designer. I didn't balance this thing.
Yeah, but is there not a thing that it says at the DM's discretion? They can basically just say,
Yeah.
roll
Yeah,
wild
I'm
magic.
allowed. It's not about whether I can. It's whether I should.
You should. You should. You should.
You can't tell me what to do.
We were so busy trying to find out could we?
We hired
never
you.
stopped to think should we.
Yeah, see, this man
I mean,
has.
they always
This
should.
man has the right.
Mayhem is always the way.
Exactly.
Anyway,
See, if I die and
God
make a
stays-
new character, she's going to be so easily distracted.
Do you think God stays in heaven because he too lives in fear of what he's created?
I think you need to get out of the movies and shut up.
God stays in heaven, pushing yourself, laughing, looking at Earth. And the state.
that sounds more likely. Yeah. Right. So a couple things happen on its turn. One of the mouths starts to make some weird facial expressions, as though it's trying to vomit. And you see this sort of this lump emerge in its throat as it kind of extends, and it spits up a round white gem. Now you know where they come from.
This is a weird fucking episode of How They're Made, isn't it?
All right, Kareem.
This is definitely not BBC Four worthy.
What?
Could I ask you to make me a DC 13 Dex save?
Ooh!
No, wait, hang on. Sorry, I misread.
Oh, now I've used my good rolls. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. So
What do you mean by like D13, DC10? I'm actually.
It's like AC. You know, if you hit on the target, like if DC is 13 and you get a 13, then it hits.
yeah,
Okay.
AC is armor class. DC is difficulty class.
Cool. Okay, I'm glad I recognize that now because I need to know that for the campaign I'm playing.
You need to know it now because I realized that the range of this thing is only 15 feet. So it's not going to split at Kareem. It's going to split it at you two. So both of you make that Dex save. Kareem, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
Can my character make a dodge anyway, even though nothing's coming towards him?
Oof.
Why are my rolls so terrible?
Because
you've got two natural 20s.
20s. You fucked it.
No.
You've ruined your
This
entire
is the
campaign.
balance. This is the balance of all good things.
No.
Sweet.
Poor Baba.
Sweet hucks this thing up against the wall that it's sitting next to, and as the gem impacts the wall, it starts to reverberate, and there's a familiar blinding white flash. Both of you, actually no, just Victor. Sorry, Victor, you are blinded until the end of the During Mather's next turn.
Did I just get flashback?
He just got blinded from fucking vomit light. What?
Did I just get fucking pop flashed? Is that what happened?
That's exactly what happened.
Easy CH stats.
So fucking mad right now.
I can't wait to see this guy's B-hops.
Drop. One of the mouths is just going, drop me AVP, drop me AVP.
You know, he's just got like all of them just saying like really shitty things at little teenagers.
It's just they're all going off at once. Going, drop me AVP, suka. Raj B.
That's what the gibbering is. It's just Russian slur.
It's just it's like.
All right. Hang on.
Just completely ruined this instance. Just a Russian guy shouting at us.
Just to try and call back some intimidation factor for this encounter.
No, it's gone.
Oh god.
Oh, don't speak too soon because it's got a second attack. It's going to make an attack against Joy.
I don't.
One of the mouths reaches out with an extended neck and tries to bite you.
It misses.
Does it? Let's have a look. What's its attack? It's on the sheet. Mind.
Misses?
I know what I'm doing. Shut up. No.
Did it miss?
It missed.
Ha!
She's a prophet. Anyway, Joy, could you make both a DC 10 strength and wisdom save, please?
Whiz. Shame.
Succeeded both. You may do as you wish. What do you do?
I'm gonna hit him with my best shot.
That's it. That's a
And then
damage.
I'm gonna hit it with my best shot. Bam, 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 bam.
A second hit.
There you go. Why did I
Oh,
finish?
Jess, who sings that song?
I can't remember.
You find out who sings it?
Why?
I'm just really curious as to who sings that song.
Because then he goes, keep it that way, so you don't sing anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks for ruining.
Far
It's a
away.
shit joke. Everyone saw it coming except Jess.
Exactly.
It's not even a good joke.
Anything else, or no?
No.
Graham.
The huge.
Yeah.
Do we know it's HP?
Oh!
Oh no! You
Oh!
killed yourself!
Oh, my rolls! No! So, Daniel, about that campaign that you're starting, any chance I can join it?
Do you really want to join a campaign where one of the characters is calling himself Geraldino Hitler?
Oh god,
Oh,
it's
no way.
Oh, you think that's bad?
I need to
You
make a
think
lower
that's
tier
bad?
than gutter. Like, holy fuck.
Like, you think that's bad, right? But I managed to talk him down from his initial one, which was Geraldino School Shooter Hitler.
You disassociate yourself from this person immediately.
Yeah, I fucking do, I know. But the other two are called... The other one's called Gombo Ritardare, which is the Italian for
Oh,
retarded.
for God's
And then the last one,
sake.
the third one is called Timmy Grudgebearer.
That's a good name.
The
I like
Timmy part
Grudgebearer.
though,
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Timmy. Don't judge Timmy.
it's fine for a
Fucking-
dog.
Don't you dare insult Timmy's, alright, you wee cunt?
That's, to be
What's
fair,
wrong
no.
with Timmy?
I don't
Timmy.
even know a Timmy, but...
Timmy's fine for a dog, not for a fucking drunk dwarf monk.
Have you seen my dog?
That's true, never mind. Timmy's a perfectly good name.
15
Anyway.
damage, bro.
Yeah. Alright. With these double crits, describe for us how you kill this blob thing.
Well, see when they were doing the dodges, like the strength dodge, I like to imagine that Kareem reacted to something that he didn't have to dodge. So he jumped out from behind the wall, bow in hand, arrow drawn, and as he was rolling across up the way, up here, he lets go of the arrow, fires it right through one of the faces.
Not just through one though. It goes
And
through
out the
three
other
different
one.
eyes. Goes through 3 different eyes.
Yeah, you get multiple headshots on this one guy somehow.
Collateral!
Headshot.
Fucking jackpocket.
Easy.
Oh, fuck, a triple.
Do you just like stand up from your roll and just go, should have dropped me AVP, bitch?
No, I already had up. I'm the upper ranger.
Cool.
It's appropriate.
So the thing, the life drains out of it. Its entire body starts disintegrating and melting into a puddle on the floor.
Does the space around Victor just like start getting still and now his legs are literally just trapped in solid rock?
No thanks.
You know what? I didn't think of that, but it's a good idea. Victor, make me a dex save.
I'm so
Oh.
sorry.
Oh,
Surely
another 8! How
advantage
many
is the thing
8s?
dying.
Holy fuck!
Why did you get advantage?
Because the thing's dead. Thing's dying.
Yeah, but it's a natural effect. It's
No.
not. It's
Yeah.
nothing to do with the creature.
So the dough-like terrain hardens around your feet, Victor. So when your eyesight returns, you're horrified to see that your feet are trapped in stone.
Fuming!
I swear in Elvish.
I'm trying to figure out what the fuck he is
There's no need
for.
for language like that. There's baby leech brains present. Okay.
Baby leech brains. Oh.
Your reaction is, oh.
You can see the images, right? It's only when I describe them as babies that you just they're cute now for some reason.
Right, so I'm gonna look
they're
at
good
Victor.
boys.
I'm gonna look at Victor, and then I'm gonna like laugh a little bit. And I'm gonna walk up to Kareem, and I'm gonna whisper to him, "He's stuck in the floor. Should we leave him like that for a bit, or should we go help him with your gem and tuning fork and my little cage thing?"
No, I kind of want to kill these baby things.
Just leave him there to
I
open.
don't want them stealing any of my kills. So
By any chance,
I just start walking this
can
way.
I just like, by any chance, can I just like slip out of my shoes, like, or has it grabbed my legs, like?
I guess just it's kind of like an easy way out. Sorry, I think it's got your legs.
I'm so sorry.
Right.
Nah.
I've put my bow in my back and I've drawn both of my swords and I'm now walking back to the one that I was at before.
Fuck, I'm gonna go as well.
I
Yeah,
continue swearing.
Zemek and Bay are standing there looking horrified, and all they heard was like this weird set of sounds and a lot of fighting going on. And just, Zemek's like, "What?
Are we still going in our initiative order?
No, you're out of initiative order for now."
Okay. I attempt to decapitate this one with both my swords.
Yeah, so as you're approaching this thing, it's kind of firmly latched onto that crystal and seemingly draining energy from the lightning that is being drawn from the crystal in the center. So it's in no position to defend itself. I think you just kill this thing without much effort.
Yes.
Can I like take the hammer and one of the pythons out of my burglar's pack and just start chipping away at the floor, trying to like get myself free?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
I guess make an athletics check is the closest thing I can think of.
I mean,
Can I just ask while he's doing that? When like the bell was rung and the whistle was done,
Yeah.
did the weird leech things like kind of let go of the purple gem things a little bit?
Fair point.
Or am I just imagining that?
Briefly, in that they kind of cringed from the sound, so they kind of like stopped what they were doing just out of like general principle. Like they just sort of like they had to like detach their mouths in order to scream, I guess, is the thing.
Okay.
So yeah, briefly, but then like they immediately went back to it because they're hungry.
Can I ask? Oh wait. Why did you roll? I was gonna ask a question for you.
okay, fine.
Isn't Thieves' Tool like a rollable skill?
It wasn't thieves' tools. It was pythons. They're like camping.
I thought it was. I thought he took them out of his
actually
Thieves'
check.
Tool.
I took them out of my burglar's pack, but I want to just quickly check to see if they're if there's anything in my thieves' tools, because you are wrong.
Pythons are like spikes that you can like hammer into like cliff sides to climb stuff with, right?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought he said he took them out of his Thieves' Tools.
Well,
they are tools a thief might use, but they are not thieves' tools with a capital
I could
T.
use like a small file from my thieves' tools to try and file the rock away.
Yeah, if you've got a spare decade, maybe.
And then I just try with a hammer and the python.
Yeah.
The athletic.
Yeah, you rolled that and it did not go well. Yeah, you don't quite hit your foot, but you feel it sort of scrape against your shoe. So you think you might have misjudged the complexity of the operation
Got
here.
a hole in your shoe now.
No, I don't.
Stab in his hat, a hole in his hat.
Fine.
A holiday shoe.
While they're doing this, by the way, I'm going to extend to Joy a competition of sorts. That she goes and kills this one here, and I go and kill this one, and then it's the first one to get here and kill this one.
So,
well, I run
as this
5
as this thing dies and detaches from this crystal, which later on this one. So it stops draining from the crystal in the center. Then
That's not the right thing.
then the rest of them, they give out that kind of scream again, and then at least the three that are also attached to this same central crystal give out that scream, and then there's the kind of like, in response to that, a second shriek from the ones in the sort of surrounding corridors, and you hear this kind of like wet flop as a bunch of them detach. You see, Victor, you see the one right in front of you just like jump off and land in the puddle where the gibbering mouth used to be.
I just immediately start just forget everything I'm doing and just start stabbing it. And like gross,
Yeah, roll initiative again, I think.
Just me or
Everybody.
No, wait.
What?
Me and Hayden were gonna have a competition to see if we
Yeah,
can
but
kill these things.
initiative is starting as a result of the one that we just killed here. But the competition can remain. We'll just have to do it in turn order.
That means whoever gets the highest initiative wins.
Correct.
Oh my god!
Uh,
Oh, I didn't actually press my character because it's not clicking the character. Sorry.
It's fine. I remembered the initiative you got, Jess. It's a 10.
10.
You got
I
a
know.
10. And I got a 23.
I know.
That's,
You want to fuck off?
That's. Well, I'm pretty sure that's a
you.
higher number anyway. I'll just
I'll kill you.
confirm that. We'll go to the GM. We'll just confirm those numbers. 23 is definitely higher than 10, right?
I'm no mathematician. But yes.
Ah!
Oh.
Wait, why is it not clicking on my character? What the fuck? Right. Jesus.
Why are you
Oh my
even
God.
going? You were already on it?
you already had 10 set for yourself.
You
You're
were
in the
on
same
it?
order anyway.
Oh. I was just
That's
gonna
true.
roll
It's the same
till I
number.
kill
Doesn't
him.
matter. You've got a 7 now. Get right.
Has everyone rolled again? Yes. Okay. So, yep, Kareem, you can act first. Oops.
Now the thing that's going to make this a bit difficult, right? Can I reach that? Probably not.
You could fire at it.
Yeah. In the spirit of competition, I kind of wanted to use swords, but yeah, I might need to. Yeah, fuck it.
You won anyway. 23 is higher than 7.
That's true. 23 is definitely higher than 7. Or 10, I suppose, was the original roll. Yeah, I'm just going to move to, like, here.
Mm-hmm.
And then take a shot at the top right one.
Okay. Did you get 15?
And fucking
It's-
12. Max damage.
Yep, you drop that one.
Get fucked.
And once again, the sort of stream of energy dissipates.
I actually didn't even realise you got rid of the first one, but that's quite good.
I noticed it and it was really cool looking. I was like, oh, they're
Yeah.
actually like things that he has control over. That's
I'm
really
glad
cool.
I've noticed it now, but yeah, I didn't notice it
Yeah.
first time.
I slaved over this battlefield. You better appreciate it, damn it.
To be fair, I was asking about talking about how much higher 23 is than 10, so
Yeah,
that kind of
it's a lot of numbers to process. I understand
Yeah,
why you're distracted.
it's quite difficult.
Alright, Mind Leeches go next. Let's start with the one that's going to attack Victor, because he's the only one in range to do something, I think.
Yeesh.
Yeesh, indeed. We got hits.
Oof. So
Yeah,
see.
there's some stuff here.
Intelligence save,
Yeah.
please.
Where's it? Hang on. Where's the piercing damage? Sorry, there's meant to be piercing damage in there as well. I might not have set this up properly. So you avoid the extra psychic damage, but you still take the. Yeah. It's just D4, so it's not much to worry about, but still. Take 4 damage.
Okie dokie.
The rolls
Yeah.
are absolutely fucking you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Just a D4, calm yourself. Alright, so
Wait,
yeah, this.
so
So
Oh, sorry.
basically, this leech thing, in a sort of head crab-esque fashion, tries to sort of jump and attach itself to your brain, and you get some teeth marks sinking in you as you.
I don't have
as
teeth
it
marks
does.
in my hat now too, do I?
No, it's fine. You got
No, he
you got
does.
teeth marks in your skull.
No, he does. He has them. They went through like the bit that comes out, like the rim of
brim.
it,
Oh yeah, just the
the
Oh.
brim. Sorry, and
Yeah.
he's gone through that and into his head, so now he's just got like a ring of teeth.
So it gets a nasty bite on you, but not firm
perhaps-
enough to draw any of your mental energy. The rest of these start making their way towards the fighting in the center.
So the surrender one, is that to avoid the 2d4 psychic damage?
Yes, but then you lose intelligence instead.
2d4 intelligence?
Yeah, the same psychic damage that you would have taken, you lose intelligence instead.
Ha 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 ha
For joy.
ha.
Yeah,
Joy somehow makes them stupider. Like,
Victor, you may retaliate.
I stabbed the little fucking thing in its face.
You do that thing.
Stab the little fucking thing in its face.
You skewer the thing. It is bloodied but not dead. It is screaming at you and bleeding all over your fine clothes, but sadly is not dead. You are still unable to move, so I won't ask you if you want to move. Al, you're up. Hello?
No, sorry, I'm thinking. Can I use like minor illusion to make like a really high pitched noise to try and get them all basically to have no like defense a little bit because the noise affects it. Would that work?
Interesting. What's the text for minor illusion again? Let's see what the spell lets you do. Sounds like the sort of thing you can do with it, and I'm just wondering how effective, like what kind of range it would have. Like, could you affect just the one or all of them? All of them seems like might be a bit much, but let's see.
It says the image can't create sound.
No, it's you can create a sound, but if you create an image, the image can't also create a sound.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I only want to make the sound.
that's fine.
Yeah. All right, I'll tell you what. If you make it a scream, it'll reverberate around the place. But they'll all get a chance to resist it, I think.
Okay.
So yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
What's these
Oh.
guys with?
It does say the sound or image determined the illusion with the successful int save or int check. So
Oh,
if,
that's actually better.
if they beat the int check, then they'll know that it's an illusion and then not get affected
Here's-
by it. Maybe.
Yeah, if you got your spell save DC handy.
I don't know what that is.
If you go into spells, it should be at the top of your page.
Okay. Spell save DC says 14.
Yep, sounds about right. Okay. You want I'll tell you later. Well, yeah, I guess you'll see the numbers. These guys, I was going to make it a wisdom save, but since you've explicitly called it out as an intelligence save, you're getting a large advantage here, because I'll tell you, their wisdom score is 10, their intelligence score is 3.
Oh shit! You're welcome. Wait, it does actually say in the bottom of the spell.
Yeah,
that
it does say at the very bottom of it.
All right, head count. All right.
I kind of really want to be hit by the brain biting thing.
What?
Just so she can be more stupid for a period of time.
One of them makes it. And
It's the one that's gonna fight me. Oh.
It's the one that's gonna fight Victor.
No, I want to fight me.
So yeah, the rest of them are all cringing away from this imitated screeching sound that you create. I guess I'll provide what effect it actually has on the mechanics, but yeah, they are in. I guess you'll have advantage on attacks and stuff like that, because they'll be having a hard time defending themselves.
Okay.
Nice work.
I hope.
Joy.
I wanted to get more stupid for a bit. Damn it! Right. Anyway, we're gonna go down.
Come on, let this one decide me attack you then.
No, I already have a plan with Kareem. Go down here, hit it, miss it.
Nope, that hits because you have advantage.
Oh!
This one's cringing. He detaches from the crystal very briefly and is in the perfect position to be just thwacked across something that looks like a face.
Is he dead?
First hit does not kill it. Second hit does. You splatter this thing against the wall.
I was gonna ask if I could use a key point, but I don't know if I can use a key point to get another attack on the other one. That's all the way over there.
Don't think you can.
No.
Do you have any you can do that with range wise?
Have you got enough movement to get over there actually? Because you
I
moved
could
down.
throw a dart or a dagger, but
Ew.
well, I can take. Wait, can I use a key point more than once per round?
No, both of those things cost you a bonus action. So no.
Oh,
You only have one.
I would have
Sorry.
absolutely rated it if you managed to win the competition.
Well then,
Follow
I'm
the
gonna
advantage,
take.
go for it,
I'm gonna throw a. What does more damage? That does 1d4.
Just in the spirit of competition, I assume it's in some kind of cover because it's behind the wall. Like this wall here.
Partial cover, yeah, I think.
Dick.
Hey, it's a competition.
Well, I don't think you
thing.
didn't use all your movement getting down there though, so you could move into a better position, right?
That's true. I only used 35. Ha!
Wait, what?
Yeah, I only used 35 to
there?
get down there.
7?
Yeah.
25. 7? Is 39?
She's got
40.
No.
From there to there.
5.
Finding do that way is worse for you. 5 and then 30 up to there, and then that there 7. So that would be 42, or if you're going right up to that, 35. So that's 40. Like you can't just run through a wall.
you still have advantage on the roll, so the cover is not going to make a massive bit of difference.
Fine. Right.
Just a slight
So
increased
is
AC.
it -2?
Just roll the attack. Its AC is increased by 2. So
Oh, okay. Let's throw a dot then.
sorry.
Yes!
Ricochets off the crystal, and there's a brief flicker of the energy, but nothing happens.
Nice.
Karim.
Oh, that's the wrong thing. That's the thing. Can I... How much... this is kind of a weird question. How much would I think these guys can, like, move around? Like, travel? Do they look to me as if they're, like, capable of going, like, normal human speeds, or are they slower, like, sluggish, or...
You've seen...
These
how
guys...
much attention are you paying to the ones that are, like, off to the side?
Not a
You
huge
seen them, or
amount,
are you
because
focused
of
on...
the competition. Yeah.
Alright, so let's see what we can tell just from looking at the ones that you've been attacking. Make a nature check, I guess.
10.
10. They look like they wouldn't move very quickly, but it's difficult to find like a real world analog for what these things are.
Yeah.
There's no slugs this size in the real world. At least none that you've seen.
Yeah, no worries.
They might be somewhere, but never encountered any in your life that are that big.
Right. I'm gonna... I assume... Right, this is just for the spirit of competition, right? Because I assume I'll lose the advantage if I hold action, right? And then it goes to their turn.
Not
Save,
necessarily. Typically, the way these things would work is that they would be under this condition until the start of the turn of whoever caused the effect.
Oh yeah, so it goes to Althea. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm losing the advantage anyway. Because my plan is, I'm going to step just up here. Just, well... Wait, I think that's far enough.
Are you about to do what I think you're about to do?
I'm going to go to there. And then I'm going to hold my action until I see Joy going to attack that one.
I fucking knew it.
And then I'm going to shoot my longbow at it. Here,
Little shit.
No!
this is
No.
actually in the spirit of competition, because I could miss. I'm giving up my
To be
advantage.
honest, we don't know that all the other ones are starting to attack. And we
Right?
don't know.
Yeah,
that,
as far as
like,
I'm
she
concerned,
made
this
that noise.
competition is what's happening, and this is the last thing. So I'm
Yeah, exactly,
holding my
like,
action until I
I
see
literally
Joy.
meant to throw a dart at it trying to kill it. Because,
Yeah.
like, I want to win.
Until I see Joy go to attack this thing again, and then I'm going to shoot my arrow at it. And that's fair. I'm giving up my advantage to give an opportunity for you to win the competition.
Okay.
Okay. Victor,
Okay, perhaps now.
your new best friend is going to try and eat your brain again.
Yeah.
Great. Just like fucking secondary school.
15 is the hit. Taking another 4 piercing damage.
Holy
make
shit. Stop rolling
that
maths.
int save again, please.
Told you the rolls are shafting him. Might only be a D4, but it's every D4.
Just make it. The rest still converging. Oh, competition in the center.
I'd
And
push myself
Victor.
if I missed.
Fuck that bitch. This is Russia.
All right. Without being able to use your feet, describe how you kill this thing.
I stab it repeatedly because it's already bitten me twice, so I'm like grossed out to fuck because it's a weird brain thing. So I'm just sitting there stabbing into it. Even after it's dead, I'm still stabbing it just to make sure it's dead.
It's lying in a pile of giblets on the floor after you're done with it.
And I don't know whether I'm like, more angry at the fact that it attacked me or more angry that it also ruined my hat.
How much hat is there left?
Less than there was before it attacked me.
Indeed.
What was the other thing that happened to it? The arrow went through it. It's been bitten, and what was the other thing?
Joy
dropped
threw a
a
dagger
dagger
through it.
Oh yeah,
So
so
it's
she
got,
did.
it's got a
Yeah,
hole
I
in the
pinned it to
top,
the wall.
a hole through the side, and it's got 2 bite marks out of the brim now.
And he's got a hole in his.
The next time you try and charm your way into some high-class social function to pull a con of some kind, it's like, my God, man, what happened to your hat?
I'll have a great deception roll for it, hopefully.
I'm looking forward to it. All right.
Can I
Oh, I
also,
could
like,
just
before my
buy
turn's
it.
over, can I also just scream, can someone get me out of this fucking floor?
Yes, you may do that.
Can someone get me out of this fucking floor?
Al, you see extremely angry stabbing, then hear extremely angry yelling. What do you do?
Can I just ask a question first that I'm not really sure of?
Go
See
for
how minor illusion says that it lasts for a minute? Does
Mhm.
that stop if I cast something else?
Does it say concentration?
Let's have a look. Hold on. It's not concentration, so yeah, it keeps going.
Okay.
Also, if it was concentration, it would only cancel if she casts another concentration spell.
This is also true.
So that sound is just a continuous screaming sound going on.
Yeah.
Vibrating around.
For a
So
minute.
so-
Okay.
So maybe Victor's trying to yell above this, but he can't really hear you.
Wait,
Does-
shouldn't we have rolled a in check to see if we knew?
I suppose.
Can I
don't
can I
think
try
Al-
like rolling? Can I try rolling performance to see if I can be heard above this fucking thing?
All right. One at a time. Well, you see her casting the spell, I think, so you don't have to make the save. You just know it's something that originates from her. The
I don't know
rest
why
of
I
it-
said that because I'm -1 in. Fuck.
That could be worse.
Okay.
Yep.
Hidden.
Yeah. So maybe you
I think he
catch
does that.
Al saying the magic words or whatever to create the illusion, and
No.
include Kareem on the other hand.
-1 hype.
Yeah, Kareem, you are fairly confident there's a big bastard of one of these just lurking around the corner somewhere.
But competition first.
Okay.
So yeah,
Just when that cleared up.
so you don't have to maintain anything. You can do something else if you wish.
Yeah. So I can like hear Victor yelling. So can I just like tell him to shut up in Elvish and then move this way? Because I know that there was one here beforehand, so I'm gonna move.
Yep.
Right. Move down to like here, and firebolt at this one.
Yep, go for it.
It's still rolling an advantage, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, because it lasts for a minute.
That's a hit.
Oh wait, advantage.
Yeah, they're all like writhing and cringing from the sound of the scream.
Oh, I only got an 8 anyway. Never mind.
Thoroughly toasted. What does it look like when you kill this thing?
Can it look like an explosion of fireworks, but with like guts everywhere?
Oh.
Yes, it absolutely fucking can.
Nice.
Just a.
It's like you microwave the thing. It just pops.
It's like microwaving a cat.
Dude.
Oh yeah, that's relatable, Daniel. We've all microwaved a cat at some point.
Yeah. Most people's cats can't fit in microwaves. Actually, I microwave hamsters.
Oh yeah,
you
that's
know.
fair enough. Yeah.
Try and make this content relatable. Come on.
I had
Yeah,
okay,
sorry.
I had to take the plate out. Like
Cats are an upper class microwavable animal.
What the fuck are you people?
What?
Man,
You try to say you've never microwaved an animal? Be honest now.
There's
Does,
a
like-
mouse cat.
like frozen food. Kind.
Yep.
Like,
Was it just here?
It's from Tesco.
It was just. Yeah. Nyla's gonna be angry.
oh, my food's all from Tesco, so technically I've microwaved a horse.
That's true. See
Good
that
job.
the whole horse meat
Topical like
scandal.
5
See
years
the
ago.
only
I know.
thing that's annoying about the horse meat scandal is that they
Mhm.
didn't tell you. Because see if they said, "Oh, there's horse meat in it," I'd be like, "Right, sound. I'll still eat it."
If they'd said
I
there,
don't
if they'd
care.
said there was horse
They
meat in
just
it, they could have
didn't
jacked the
say.
price up 5 times. Like they could have sold them if they'd said there was horse
Oh,
in it.
yeah,
They
they
could have
could have
jacked the price
probably,
up
yeah.
and been like, "Oh, premium product." You know, people would have fucking bought it.
Yep, because people are idiots.
Of course they are.
Sorry, continue with the things and stuff.
Unless you have any more movement, it is Joy's turn.
I have a proposition. Hayden.
Go on.
Oh,
Well, for Hayden, but
for me,
if we took our turns at the exact same time,
yep.
and whoever rolls the highest gets to hit him first. Like, not
And
like,
the and including
roll and
including
attack at the
like
same
bonuses.
yeah.
Okay.
Like, so roll our attacks at the same time,
Is
and
Kareem
whoever rolls the highest, even if they both hit, whoever rolls the highest wins. Like, not wins, but hits first.
In the interest of competition, I'm on board.
is
I'll allow
Kareem
it.
by any chance like rolling at disadvantage because he thinks there's a big giant monster coming and he's distracted?
Well, I
It
was
is up to
actually,
him,
I
but
was
he
going to
decides
say,
to not attack.
Yeah,
and
I
swing
was
around his
initially
balls or
going to
something else.
say that I should take disadvantage for it, but
No,
the only reason I'm going to argue against it is because
'cause I have advantage.
I
it's
dropped advantage just to have this scenario.
Plus, he doesn't like find it as irritating as the fucking idiots do. They're sensitive to noise. He's not.
And
Like
that's-
they were. When
yeah,
they
but I
were at
also
your
think
dog
there's a big
whistle.
bastard thing. But
Yeah,
your
but, like-
advantage though. Yeah, right. Wait 2 seconds then.
No, because they were reeling at the dog whistle, which
Mhm.
means that the whole point of that noise is to make them not be
Yeah,
able to move.
but the way it was
Where
described to
you
me,
not.
having heard the noise, is that I'm under the assumption there's a big bastard, one of them,
Yeah, so why would that give you disadvantage on a guy who's like technically stunned?
as a distraction. Oh well, yeah.
So-
Is it still an
I'm ruling
advantage
it as
though?
a. Here's
Is
the
it
thing,
not
I'm ruling it as a
advantage?
distraction in a character sense, in that you, like, I'm trusting you to roleplay how your character would react to this situation.
Yeah,
rather than
that's why.
because
Is it still?
Like
Yeah,
Because you
that's
just
what
said
I'm
you're at
saying.
advantage, Jess. Is that still a thing?
Well, yeah, because I
yeah,
know
you
the
both
noises
still have
are-
advantage because the thing is like.
All right.
cringing
Well
up at
then,
the ball
I'll
in
just.
reaction to this.
So if I get at disadvantage and it's at advantage attacking this, then I just do a normal roll. So I get one roll and
Mm.
Jess gets advantage.
But
Yeah,
that's
if-
unfair.
That's
on
fine
our
with
level.
me. That's
But
fine
the
with me.
thing is, though,
I feel
like-
that's fine because I feel like my character would be somewhat distracted by the fact that there's a big fuck off. Even though the competition is ongoing, he's not a moron. He's not just only focused on a competition when there could be a big thing that could kill him.
Fair. All right.
So
Aye,
I'm
but
prepared to
you
take
also-
I'm prepared to take the quote unquote disadvantage, but I'm attacking at advantage, so it's just a normal roll versus your
you
advantage.
also did live in the woods with lots of loud noises and animals in it.
Yeah,
Not
but none
anything
of them
like sounding
sounded
like
like a
this,
big
though.
screechy, ugly brain thing. Or whatever the fuck.
I feel bad taking advantage. I probably even missed.
But
though.
like
He's
that
doing it
makes total
voluntarily.
sense. Yeah,
Fine.
like character wise, it makes perfect sense.
Okay, you ready?
No. Right, I'm ready now.
Roll your attack. No.
Oh no!
Alright. Do you get a bonus attack for
as
missing?
we established earlier on, 23 is larger than 7.
23 is larger than 7.
Fucking got him.
Got him, boys!
That has to be it. That's our title. As we established earlier.
23 is larger than 7.
Oh.
Oh,
So Kareem just drops dead from being dunked on so hard, and
I also want to throw
bro-
another one.
Yep. yeah, roll your.
I miss.
Okay, that one
Unless.
hits actually because you got
Oh.
advantage.
Well, then I hit twice. Okay.
Yeah,
Why
sure,
not?
fuck do.
2. Max both times.
666.
Nice.
The devil. To be fair, that
You
not
just
one
get-
that not one was coming because I got the the double nat 20s earlier.
I know, yeah.
So you throw these devil daggers at this thing, and first one pierces it and it screams. The second one silences it forever.
Right, so I'm gonna go up to Kareem. Wait, I can't. Oh, I can.
Oh, you've still got
Ready.
movement. Oh no, yeah, you've still got movement.
And I'm gonna say, what do I win?
Don't know yet. It's not my turn.
It's literally your turn, right? We're taking our turn at the same time, 'cause you're right after me. What do I win?
I know. Yeah, that was my held action though. I've still got a turn to go, so I've got time.
So with the dropping of the last energy beam that was being siphoned out into this crystal, the sort of crackling energy around it is beginning to weaken, and the crystal itself appears to be melting a little, and the figure inside of it is coming into clearer and clearer focus.
Would the same be true of the one that's up beside me as well, then?
No. Just that one. But in the meantime, there's other things still slithering towards you, Kareem. What do you do?
You answered my question.
Is the other thing slithering towards me, Joy?
Answer the question. Just like flip me a gold coin and be like, haha.
I was actually about to say, I flip you a gold coin. That's like exactly what I was about to do. I heard I want to do it now because it was so obvious.
Damn it. Do it. Just do it.
I will flip you a bird. Good one.
No.
A gold coin.
Bird with a U?
One gold coin.
Okay, I want to do this. Okay. Alright, I catch it. See, if that was like a 2, I would have been like trying to catch it and it just like hit me and then fell on the floor and I'd be like, oh, fuck. Roleplay. Alright.
I'm
One more point.
Oh shit.
I did say I wasn't really
One.
paying attention to the outsidey things.
You're not going to
not
run
round
to
the
where that
board.
noise is.
I'm gonna wait. Well, yeah, actually, yeah. Because where did the noise originate from? Up here?
Yeah,
Up there, right?
but then I moved. So
Yeah.
like that's where I put it from.
Yeah, that's roughly where you'd hear it from.
Yeah.
Somewhere
Who's
within
cheating?
somewhere within 30 feet of where Althea was when she cast the spell.
I'm gonna run up to like here,
Mhm.
and then just shout to Victor, "What the fuck is that? How big is it?"
So you turn the corner expecting to see a large, horrific, ugly creature, and you do, because Victor's there.
Yep.
Oh. You also see that he's trapped 6 feet in the ground.
Not like
That's 6 feet.
it's wrapped around my feet.
2 feet. Just 2, not 6.
And then I want to hold my action
Uh-huh.
until I hear or see anything that isn't Victor. So if I see anything moving or if I hear anything, I'm going to turn and shoot at it.
That's not
Alright.
fair. I was just going to follow you out.
That's what's happening.
No.
You do you.
Luckily for you, almost immediately that happens. You hear from directly behind you the sound of slithering.
Yes.
Oh,
I
yay.
mean, damn it. 20? 20's plenty.
Of course.
11's nice.
It's thoroughly destroyed.
Thoroughly destroyed.
You make a nice brain leech kebab out of this one.
That sounds nice, actually.
Oh, hang on. The rest of them still need to move. That one goes there, that one goes there, that one goes there. And the rest are dead. You monsters.
That was a really good move, Al.
When did GLaDOS start becoming our GM?
I could start including puzzles and horrific, death traps if you really
That
want.
would be amazing. Love puzzles.
Or like a spike trap that nearly kills you immediately.
But doesn't, even though it impales me.
The test results came back. It says here, you're a horrible person. We weren't even testing for that.
I
Fucking
miss
love
Where's Portal
Please
3?
never do that voice again. That was
Huh?
horrifying. Never do that voice again.
Oh, you haven't played Portal, that's right. That's the voice of GLaDOS from Portal.
I mean, it was
Okay.
kind of the
Portal's
voice of
amazing.
GLaDOS from Portal.
But-
Let's
I
not.
tried to play it, remember? And then I
Oh,
got
yeah,
Remember,
yeah.
if at first
Yeah,
you don't
with
succeed,
explorers
you
are-
have failed, and the test will be terminated.
Uh,
Yeah, that's good shit. All right, so at this point, the energy has died down completely, and the crystal encasing Juno Clearfire has melted in its entirety. And
Juno!
she appears in normal, fully defined, not fuzzy vision, and just sort of ends up. Where did I put this on? This one here.
I believe the
Just ends up
appropriate term is she's not been wronged.
Yeah, if you want to frame it like that, sure.
Not
She
been
appears,
wrong.
just sort of collapses into the weird pool of red liquid that she was being held above,
Ugh.
and Bay and Zemek rush to her aid.
Where the fuck have they been during all this fighting?
Yeah, right!
What the
Right in
fuck?
front of your fucking face!
Lazy bastards! Killing
They
her.
look equipped remotely for whatever the fuck has been
Well,
going on here.
Zemek was prepared to throw a fireball at an ally, so
Zemek was
I mean,
also had
he
this
can-
like shit scared out of him by the
Zemek's an
brain
old prick,
tentacle
and I'm
thing.
Yeah,
sick
so you
of
think
him.
he'd fucking help us or he'd suffer the
Actually,
consequences?
not only the brain tentacle thing, but also you lot. You put the fear
Fucking-
of God into him.
Bay's
So
a
you think,
mage!
you think he'd want to help us, otherwise
Aye.
suffer the consequences? You can forgive Bay for not helping out. For like up until about 5 minutes ago, she was splitting into 4 every minute. But like
That's
fucking
fair.
Zemek should be going. Zemek should be going like, fuck! If I don't help them, they'll kill me. Like a lazy bastard.
I'll be having
To be
words
fair
with
though,
Zemek
he's
after
only
this fight, I'll
stronger.
tell you that for nothing.
I feel like we'll all be having words with Zemek after this fight.
No.
He's supposed to be an ally, we're all going to set about him.
Kick his head in.
Forias just surround him and kick fuck at him.
He's given you the best leads you've ever had in your entire life to the most defining event of your lives. And
Yeah,
you're
but
just gonna
he
stand there and kick
He
his
didn't
fucking
help
teeth.
in one
I
fight.
bagsy his kneecaps.
I ate some spare ones. Mine are not good anymore.
You spent way too long in Derry as a child.
Oh yeah. Take him out behind the Kraken shops, you know.
Oh dear.
Anyway,
Oh.
aside from Daniel's like terroristic tendencies,
That's fine. You should see the jokes he makes about putting bombs in cars all the time.
he grew up basically in Derry.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
not
not
justification to use a joke to death.
Oh. It is if the joke's a Protestant.
Holy shit!
Aiden.
What?
Oh.
Does Kareem have a dimpled chin?
Does he have a dimple chin?
Yeah.
That's such a random question. Does he have a dimple? I don't know. I need to check his. His picture. I don't know. Just still.
I'm so...
Well, it's under like a kind of weird. Yes.
Okay.
I'm assuming this is for art and not for like some weird in-character decision you're about to make, because I'm not entirely sure what it could be if it was.
Right? Sounds sexual.
No,
She
I'm drawing
just
them.
without a word, she just rolls aside a hand jack, and we're all just like, oh god.
Turns out because of
Jeez.
the beard, she's not realised that I've got a dimple chin, and she really hates dimple chins. She just attacks me. Just triggers her to the way she sees it. She's like, "What the fuck?"
All the
Just goes for it,
illithids that were
so-
extracting her willpower from before during her childhood had dimpled chins. So.
It's the one feature.
Yeah, beneath the tentacles were dimpled chins. You couldn't see them in the usual like D&D artwork, but they're there. Trust me. All right, Victor.
Oh.
Feet still encased in stone, but no immediate threats to your life that you can see.
I
Other than Kareem having a panic because he thinks there's a monster near you.
scream at Kareem, "Get my feet out of this fucking ground!"
Not my turn, mate. So it's.
Turn-based combat. Al, you're up.
Move to like here.
Yeah.
And move to like. Move to like there. And hang on. Yeah, and then I'm gonna firebolt at this fella.
Nice. So hit. And another toasty one.
Baby, you're a firework.
Now the room's all covered in guts.
Right now, does you have a middle pattern or a side pattern?
Oh Jesus! Fuck.
Asking you questions is fucking stupid because you just take forever to answer.
Because I don't like. He wears a hood. I don't know.
Just decide.
There you go.
Alright.
Middle
Joy.
Middle.
There's not
side.
a lot of them left. There's just a couple of these boys to the south.
A side.
Side.
Okay, Joy spends her turn sketching portraits of her friends.
nice turn.
Oh no,
GG.
sorry.
Not nice
sorry.
turn.
Right. Oh, I didn't realize it was my turn. No one told me. Right. Guess I'm gonna come this way and be like, everything's dead. Okay. What's this shiny thing next to the portrait? Not the portrait, sorry. The crystal person.
Yeah, from immediate glance, it looks like it's made of the same substance that is encasing the sort of figure that is next to you. So
Oh, so it's not like a fire then.
no, it's more of that kind of crystalline substance.
Can I smash it?
You can try.
Okay.
Smash the rock with my feet. This is helpful.
Did I
All
smash?
right. You do. So the crystal shatters into many pieces on the ground.
Oh
And,
no.
Showers down on Victor, and he's like, "Why couldn't you do that to my feet?"
That's exactly what I was thinking. You broke a thing next to his
To be
feet.
fair, he literally just said that.
Okay, there's
He did.
okay. So within a small radius around it, there's a sort of wave of distortion similar to the one that was resetting people above ground.
No,
And
you're
the
not gonna
ground-
let him out that easy.
The ground begins to turn doughy again for a very brief moment. So can both of you make dexterity saves?
Oh, please.
I'm fine.
You're both able to get free.
Yes!
You're welcome, bitch.
Oh.
Is it me?
It is you.
Okay. in an attempt to break Victor free of what I assumed he was still trapped in, I'm going to sprint full speed at him and try and tackle him out of it.
So your plan, with the assumption that his feet were still encased in concrete, is to try and force him to the
break
ground.
him out. I don't know how hard it is. I just see him
To
encased
break
in
his
something.
feet
I'm
off
going to
from
try and break him free of it by tackling him and using the force to hopefully break it beneath his feet. I'm panicking at this point. I think there's a big fuck off. One of these
I'm
guys,
gonna be trying,
alright?
I'm going to be trying to roll against it, like, just so everyone's aware.
Yeah.
I
All right.
don't know why I have to roll
oppose-
against it, but
All right. Let's have acrobatics from Victor versus athletics from Kareem. Oof. If rugby existed in this universe, you'd be the star of it.
Buzzing.
Yeah. So, Victor, you get tackled to the ground.
As soon as you get free.
I literally just like looked to the sky and raised my arms and went, yes! And then I just get immediately tackled.
Pow!
And I like to imagine that, like, as that happens, I like to imagine that, like, I just get tackled to the ground, but my hat just kind of stays where it is and then just kind of floats to the ground.
Gets caught on fucking Kareem's horn and gets another horn.
It floats to the ground and lands in the puddle of giblets of the brain leech that you horrifically saw.
Yeah, probably does.
I should land on Kareem's antlers and just get a hole.
Also clarify that because you're now no longer stuck inside it, I'm immediately going to assume that it was me that got you free. Just so we're clear. I'm just going to look at you and go, right, now, I got you free. We need to get out of here. That big thing's around here. We need to move.
Is the ground still doughy around Kareem by any chance?
No, it was only momentary.
That's okay. I was just hoping.
You need to tell him.
I was just hoping that, like, you know, given that it all happened so fast, maybe he'd get stuck in the doughy.
I came lunging through the air.
It's true.
I wasn't on the ground, I was in the air.
Alright. The remaining two leeches wander up. So the NPC crew in the middle.
Fuck all.
Well, no, they seem to have managed to recover their boss from whatever crystalline prison she was trapped in. So, you know.
No,
they got that.
The other people did.
That was me.
There and watched.
Wait, what?
Fair. Let's say they recovered. I mean, they have her back. Not that they did all the work. That's not what I meant.
They've pulled her out of the pool of red.
Yeah, great job. That Zemek is getting a fucking
Oh my God,
talk to her.
that was the tough part, like helping her stand up.
Fucking right.
That was the stressful part in this, yeah.
Someone's getting their earlobes tickled tonight.
God's sake, you people.
Right? Does it upset you, David, that in your universe, tickling earlobes is a thing?
It's not a thing. It's just something that you people
It's
do.
a thing. Has it happened? Yes.
Twice.
Is it then a thing?
It is in the
Yes.
world, but only by virtue of your putting it there. It wasn't a thing. It's not a cultural trait of the people of this world that this is a thing you do to people.
Even if it was, he wouldn't fucking know it. Like, he was raised by wolves.
I mean, that's true. That's true. They like a scratch behind the ear, to be fair.
Yeah, it's a sign of respect amongst this people.
I am my people, though. It's me and the wolves. I have no people.
Oh, you poor thing.
Good.
Okay.
This campaign has been derailed so hard and for so long, I'm fairly sure it's now technically considered a car.
Yeah.
Hey.
How do you derail a car? Is it an RV?
No.
Like a
No,
road rail
No, it's just
vehicle,
the
maybe?
train. The train
you
has
do-
been on the road for so long that it's now just a car.
Fair
It's
enough.
playing havoc with the pavement, I'll tell you. God, what am I even gonna say? I had some idea for some title. It was
Well, it's
fucking
Juno's
annihilated my
turn.
brain.
Juno's thing. She better not
Well,
thank If she thanks Zemek is getting stabbed. I swear to fuck. If he gets
Alright.
thanked for it, he's getting stabbed. I mean it. I'm seeing he's
Oh,
getting
Lord.
stabbed.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Let's abstract away the rest of the combat just so we can like get this thing in some sort of sensible order. Stuff happening.
That's not
So
going to happen.
It's only these 2 remaining leeches. Is your plan to slaughter these things or leave them be? Let's put it that way. They're not much of a threat, I'll be honest.
Slaughter them.
All right.
Yeah, gotta get rid of them all, really.
One ruined my hat, therefore I hate all of them.
Nice.
I hate all of you too.
Tieflings, all bastards. All right.
Wait, does that mean you hate all humans as well then?
Why the fuck not? I want to imagine. I just hate all these weird worm things.
You hate half of yourself.
I hate all
You're
of myself.
bipolar. You've just found out your character's bipolar.
I hate all of myself. Thank you very much.
Fair enough. So do
Alright,
we.
calm down.
We hate all of yourself as well.
How often? No, I don't
So-
actually hate all humans or all tieflings. That's obviously a joke.
Not that it's canon now. I've recorded it.
I mean, to be fair, you are non-racist.
I actually like the combat canon, and I feel bad for David. He keeps trying to make it move on, and we're just not letting that happen.
No, the more time you guys waste, the less content I have to come up with. So
I
it's
know.
fine.
I want to put pressure on you.
Uh-huh.
We chose you for a reason.
Yeah, you were the first person to respond.
Oh.
How naive I was.
You love us.
Yeah. All right.
Oh.
So yeah, with the adrenaline of combat dying down and realization that there's no more immediate threat on the horizon, you have a bit more time to take in the situation you're in that you appear to be in some weird dungeony place in a parallel universe. Thankfully, though, you have at least 3 people from the college on hand to,
Do recall.
to consult about this. You know,
I,
the method in which they actually may be making themselves of use.
I immediately stand up and push past Kareem and go, "What giant thing are you fucking talking about?" And I go and pick up my hat and like try to dust it off to no avail.
No, it's
Did you not hear it? It came
It's-
from over here.
What, Al?
What? No, Al. It sounded like one of those things, but huge.
And I like look at him and I go, "Yeah, Al."
Al's one of those things.
Oh my god! And I just like
I'm gonna
I just
draw my
kinda,
bow and run round the corner.
I'd like, can I grab him by the back of the neck and just go, no, like, can I like try to grab him with the top of my stick and just go, no, like, no. Al made the noise.
Oh. How?
I don't fucking know. She's magic, isn't
She's
she?
one of those things.
Oh my god.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Look at what you've done.
I consider my options of just going, yes, she's one of those things, and then I think that's probably not a good idea.
Well,
And then I
no,
just
she
go-
will kill you.
And then I just go, okay, she's not one of those things. I can tell you that much. There's no need to shoot her. And I
Are
put
you one of those
sword-
things?
And
And you're covering for her.
Kareem.
I like,
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and I'm gonna be like,
I like, can I try to roll deception on him or persuasion and be like, well, hold on, you're the one trying to attack us. How do we know you're not one of those things? Like, just obviously to fuck with them. Like,
I draw both my swords. I'll allow you to attempt persuasion.
I try persuasion then.
All right.
Oh, I calm down. I believe your story. I no longer think there's a massive thing. I'm chill. Thank God for that. I thought it was one of those fucking huge things. That would have been nuts.
Take a longing look at my destroyed hat, and then I just kind of throw it on the ground.
It's shredded, soaked through with alien blood. Is just.
I collect the hat.
I just throw it on the ground back into the puddle of blood, and I just walk away back towards the center.
Just gonna pick up and shakes some of the blood off, and then put it in my bag.
I'm filled with a little bit of ennui as I walk away.
All right, ennui.
I'm gonna move slightly towards the center, thinking that that's bound to be where everyone else goes back to, so we can get out of this weird parallel universe before anything else tries to kill us.
I point at Al and go, "Oh look, that weird giant thing," and then kind of roll my eyes and continue walking to the center.
I'm gonna
give out to him in Elvish and go "Don't be a smart aleck. Your life was just saved by me being a weird giant thing."
Back in Elvish, I just say to her "Yeah, well, I'm talking about Kareem."
I'm gonna very warily just sneak around this and look, just make sure that Althea isn't actually one of those things. I believe them, but I just want to make sure.
Lingering doubt in your mind.
I do say to Al in Elvish, though, I do say thanks.
No
one else must know. Except the two other people here speak Elvish, but
I mean, it's not that. It's just that we started the conversation in Elvish, so.
I'm going to collect my arrows.
Usual deal, half rounded down.
I'd like to collect my dart. I've used 3 of them.
I believe the same deal, half rounded down.
So 1.
Yes.
Okay. So 18. Woo! Math. No, wait. 8. Sorry.
What?
No, wait. 8. I only had 10, so I'm bad at math.
What?
She said math, woohoo, and then
what are you talking about?
Fail at math.
My dad.
You had 10. So why did you just say 8 if you threw 2?
I said 18 because I threw 3 and I got 1 back.
Oh, okay. I get you.
So as you all approach the center of the room, Juno is starting to regain consciousness. She's talking to Bay about the experiment as though it's just happened. She's like, "All right, maybe adjust some of the harmonic frequencies. We maybe got it slightly off a bit. I think if we try again tomorrow, it'll be fine." And Bay and Zemet can just kind of look at each other and like, does she not know where we are? What's going on? It's like, no, you know what? Something's gone horribly wrong. This is, and it's only at this point that Juno kind of notices her surroundings. Oh, this isn't the courtyard. This is.
And can I just cut in and go Kansas?
Boo.
I'm still angry. I'm in a sassy mood.
You're talking about places that don't exist. He's mad.
I'm just making throwaway pop culture references. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So looking around at this place she doesn't recognize, she's looking to the weird architecture of the walls, the weird crystals, the weird corpses. And it's just like, fascinating. Where exactly is this?
Shouldn't you be able to tell us?
Oh, I'd like to, but I wasn't really meant to be going anywhere. This is slightly outside the bounds of what we were trying to experiment with. Although this pool looks a little familiar. It's about the same size and shape as the fountain on the campus, but that's obviously not, is it? Or is it?
I like again sassy look and go, "Are you sure? Like, he's sure it's not the same."
No, it might be. It's
Well, we were brought from the fountain on the college campus, and we arrived here when we tried to stop the weird fucking time loop that you all set up by messing with time.
what time loop? This look. We only just did the experiment. I don't know what. Wait. And she sort of looks at Zemek for a while and then kind of squints at him and says, I thought you were just a bit, overworked, Zemek, but you have gotten a bit older. How?
You're old.
Oh no, how long has it been exactly? And Zemek kind of like looks at the ground and is just like, about 20 or so years. And then there's a sort of long, tense pause as Juno just kind of like looks at it and says, 20. Wow, this worked so much better than I thought it would. That's a lot.
What?
The fuck did you just say?
I know it's all a bit strange. I just it was never meant to do anything like this. It's just I didn't think it would be as effective. It's sort of a double-edged sword, I guess. But
I'll show you a fucking double-edged sword in a minute.
all right. Let's not do anything rash.
Yeah, let's not do anything rash. Like start a fucking time loop in a public college and transport ourselves into a weird parallel realm for 20 years. You're right. Let's not do anything fucking rash.
He has a point.
I like how Kareem just seems to be staring around, looking around his surroundings, and then goes, "Yeah, he's right, Just out of the blue, everyone, no one thinks he's paying attention. He goes, "Not wrong."
Totally, it doesn't understand social cues. Like, doesn't understand that I'm being angry and sarcastic. Like,
All right. More to the point.
So Betatron hunts.
Not really sure how we're going to get back if we even can. Is the thing.
Can I pick up one of the gems that thing threw up on the floor and just
Yeah,
fine.
I think it just threw up the one, but yeah, you can. It's still there. You can pick it up.
Well, I'm picking that up.
Nice.
well, I look at your one and I just go, well, can't we just do the thing with the fucking fork and the gem and the thing again?
Don't act like that was your idea. I'm gonna pull out the cage I have.
I don't realize that we still have those though. Like,
No, I just picked up off the floor. I literally got vomited out of the thing.
yeah, I don't realize that we still have a cage. I'm just thinking can't we just do what we did to get here? Like, I'm assuming that we're going to be using the same instruments.
Oh.
So
No,
I
you
don't
do
know
know you had
I
the
don't know
cage.
that you.
I bet you've been holding it since the old man. But it's just old and rusty, so we didn't use it.
Okay. Well, regardless, I still just spit out at her can we just do the thing with the fork and that? I don't know. You're the fucking scientist.
Wait. Oh, you have the fork?
See,
Oh, of course. You had to get here somehow, didn't you? Well, if you have the cage and one of those gems, I guess we can work something out.
See the gem that Jess picked up. First of
Uh-huh.
all, are you holding it so it's visible? Jess.
Well, it depends on where we're talking at. Because if I went out of my way to, because I was fighting
Yeah,
its way
I
through
wasn't
it all.
sure if you'd went away and then came back because you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna like intentionally go towards where it was. I don't know where we're all stood. Like if we're all stood in the middle,
It was,
Yeah,
Then
you
I would
move
walk
your
away.
token around to where you're at when you're doing stuff, so
Right,
it lets
well
the rest of
then.
us know where you're moving.
I went there to pick up a gem. I don't know if everyone stood around the middle, so
yeah, it
Yeah,
was
everyone else is in the
Yeah,
middle.
I'm at the
so.
fountain with the YT.
I don't think I actually would have told people that I got it. I'd just walk back.
Fair
Okay.
enough. I'm
So
gonna.
you're walking back around the time and says, "Oh, if you've got the cage and the gem, then guess it might take a bit of tweaking because calculations were obviously a little bit off. But if you manage to get here, then at least we know that it's consistent. So the same numbers that you used to get here will at least work if I verse them, perhaps."
Gonna whip out the tune and the
Sounds-
fork. Just
I just like
extend
go.
it to him.
I'll take the cage out.
I'll be like,
I just
well,
go.
there's the fork.
I just go. Sounds great, and I just walk over here and like sit down on the edge of the fountain, like getting ready.
Right.
Just
Okay, so you hand over the fork and the cage. You hand over the
Well,
Yes,
I
gem,
was
if
actually
anything,
going to hand
hand
it
over.
over the fork, and I was actually
Nah,
going to
I
ask
was heading the cage.
Joy for the cage. I was going to ask
Yeah,
Joy for the cage.
I was gonna pull it out after I heard that tail end of the conversation. When I go back.
Yeah, but can I have the cage?
Oh, sure.
Right. When she gives me the cage, I'm going to walk into the red stuff and stand in the middle and go, just let me know when you're ready. Because I did it last time, so I'm just assuming I'm doing it this time.
Well, I still need to do a few calculations, so you might be
Bang
standing
it.
there a while.
Just bang it in.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll sit. I'll go like here
Highlight.
and sit like the other, so my feet are in the red, but
Uh-huh.
I'm just like next to Victor, just sitting on the fountain.
I just look across and go, well, how long are we talking?
Just a few minutes. Can't really rush this sort of thing,
A
Things
few
might go
minutes
wrong.
is about an hour
Oh, yeah.
outside.
Yeah, it could go wrong. It could go terribly fucking wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to go home or not?
I was like,
Do you want to end up in some other plane?
Yeah, but 8
Yeah.
seconds
I
is 8 minutes, so just keep that in mind.
I like mumble and grumble under my breath because I know she's right, but I'm also in a foul mood. From where I'm sitting, I assume I see that other crystal over here, right?
Yep, you do.
Can I just point my stick out and go, what about those fucking crystals?
So there's only one. Oh, the people crystal. Yeah.
The people crystal.
People.
Yeah.
Yep. There are definitely people inside them, as far as you can tell.
The
You can't
people
tell who
that
they are.
void.
Yeah. So like I just point my stick out and go, what about those ones?
Yeah. Well,
That's
while we wait for her during the fork, we might as well go investigate.
yeah,
Fair
if you like.
Can me and Kareem just like go over to the crystal and look at it?
Yeah. One needs to roll
Yeah.
investigation with advantage. Let's see what we can find out.
You do it, I think, because I've got -1.
Yeah, I've got
Can I
plus two.
go to the other side and just go and hit the crystal again?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Joy because I don't like the idea of like anyone standing beside these weird crystals on their own. Knowing our luck, they'll get like sucked into them or some shit.
Yeah. I don't think you need to roll attack rolls to hit these things. If this
Hitting
doesn't,
an
like,
animal
stop.
object.
That one misses, hits herself.
Hits
All
a
right.
shin.
Let's see. All right. So the gem that the crystal that you guys on the left investigate. It's difficult to tell at a glance, but with close inspections, like sort of really peering into it, and maybe it's only like a vague impression you get more than anything visual, because like most of this thing's like very essence of being has just been sort of voided away in the same sense that a lot of other things have that you've encountered that relate to this whole malarkey. But you're fairly certain that it's some kind of draconic figure in there. Some kind of dragonborn, perhaps.
Ooh. Oh, I don't have the tuning fork. Fuck. I was definitely getting smacked off this idea there. Fuck.
Can I like signal to Kareem to come up and look at this one? Like just signal him to follow me, and just we go up and take a look at this one.
Yeah, I'll go with. Well, actually, while I'm walking by, I'm just gonna like shout, like it's still lit through here. I'm just gonna shout to the people in the middle. I'm gonna, any of you guys know anything about these crystals? Any ideas?
One sec. He Zemek sort of excuses himself. Leaves them to their calculations and sort of wanders up. But yeah, he sort of gingerly steps around the puddle of goop that was left here previously and says, "What exactly are you trying to find out about them? Because we can only really speculate at this point. We're in well over our heads here. You do realize that."
Just looking for a way to maybe to help these people out or save them, because well, I mean, we saved Juno, but these people are like a bit more wronged than she was. I don't know who Juno is actually, so of the person in the middle.
I don't think it's. It should have come up in conversation already, but
oh no, wait, sorry, it did. Yeah, because Bay said,
like,
"Oh, that looks like Juno, the person who did the head."
I feel like there could be a funny situation there where Kareem just goes like, you know, whoever that person in the middle is, and Zemek just goes Juno, and I go, of course I don't know.
God damn it!
Oh no.
So yeah, any ideas on freeing these people?
Well, hold on, didn't that weird fucking mouthy thing come from upstairs somewhere?
Oh, you think there might be something upstairs that might help?
Who knows? Maybe.
Well,
the stairs.
Closest idea we have is what happened to Juno just now. Those four of them. I don't know why I took four of them to imprison her when they just had the one for this fellow, and well, he still seems to be encased even after losing that one. But
how much health have you lost, Victor?
Yeah, I was actually just about to say to you, I've lost 8 out of 15. I was about to shout back to Kareem, hey, you got any more of those berries?
Yeah, I take it no one else lost any health there? Because no one else got hit, right?
I think I was the only one.
No, I don't think so.
Because Joy avoided all her hits, and the rest of you kind of stayed back.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Goodberry. I'm gonna give 8 of them to Victor. I'm gonna eat one, and then I'm gonna offer Zemek if he wants a berry.
Thanks.
Sorry, go.
Well, he wasn't. He was just sort of like stuttering. He wasn't actually about to say anything. He's just a bit confused as to why you're just like conjuring berries and offering them.
Is he going to take it?
Yeah, he takes it.
Okay. As he reaches for it, I'm going to crush it in my hand and say that's for not helping, and then walk away from him.
Fine. Well, I'll just not answer any more questions then if I'm so fucking useless.
Is Kareem?
Well, you were happy to conjure a fireball earlier on. Where was that when we needed it there? Still walking away. I'm very disgruntled.
We're not all as fearless as you. Ugh.
If you're part of a pack, you're supposed to fight together.
I'm a teacher. I was never meant to be involved in any of this.
And yet, here you are.
Improvise.
I like sort of
Adapt.
just like I just go like, and yet here you are, and then just turn away and continue towards the stairs.
Yeah. There's a lingering camera shot on Zemek as he takes in what you've just said there. It's like,
Can I just like do an office moment and just like turn the camera and like zoom in office?
I mean, if we're making references to TV shows, I do want to say that I said my and yet here you are in like Gina Linetti's voice. So.
oh dear.
And as we storm up the stairs, I'm going to shout back, we're just going to have a look upstairs.
I like as we're walking up the stairs, I turn to Grim and go, "Hey, thanks for the berries, man."
Yeah, no worries. I don't really know
Listen,
where I learned to like, I don't know, it's a bit weird that I can just like magic them. That's weird, right?
Yeah, like it's one of those things that, like, I should be curious about, but like they've saved my ass a few times, so I'm not gonna question a good thing. Like,
yeah, it's weird. They've come in handy for me quite a lot as well, but I don't know. It's just
What?
just like you could, if you like really need them, they just appear. You could just, it's mad.
and together we just kind of lampshade that entire question. And I also love him going, "Listen, I'm sorry, I like got a bit mad and sassy with you earlier when you tackled me to the ground. I know you're only trying to help."
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, it was the best. I did end up getting you out of that stuff, yeah. So I mean, it was helpful for you, but yeah, I understand why you would be annoyed about that because I had to use a lot of force to get you out of the stuff that I helped you out of.
I like taking a moment where I think about correcting him, and then I decide, nah, it's not worth it. Upstairs.
All right.
Fix his body. Sorry.
So yeah, in the meantime, you were punching a crystal, right? John?
Yeah, she was attacking it
Yeah.
with her quarter stuff.
Yeah, I was hitting it. I missed.
You didn't miss. You don't have to roll.
You can't miss an inanimate object. It's
Oh.
just not possible.
I very much beg to differ.
No, but she's supposed to be like a somewhat trained fighter. It's very difficult for her to miss a human-sized crystal
True, in fairness,
that's
I'm
not
a trained
moving, right?
Even though it's possible to swing and miss at an inanimate object, it's not interesting if you do miss. So I'm not going to bother making you roll.
Fine.
You smash the thing.
Smash it.
Yeah. So there's a brief moment of distortion in the ground. Not as heavy as before, so I won't make you roll the dex thing. I think that bit is played out. What?
He's throwing a gold coin at me. Right.
I'm going on strike until you stop doing this bullshit.
Well, no, that's just the outline. I was looking at claws on him. Right.
All right. So yeah, when you smash the crystal, notice that the crystal that is encasing the sort of weird silhouette next to you, starts to sort of melt away in the same way that the crystal surrounding Juno did.
Mm-hmm.
Figure that's encased in it is sort of briefly hangs in the air as that kind of like silhouette spectre shape. It just sort of like dissipates into the air.
Oh no.
I guarantee you that was the old man.
Oh my god. I'm gonna fucking murder you next time I come out.
She somehow managed to kill him twice.
No, I don't think. I'm gonna turn to Alan. I'm gonna be like, I don't think hitting it is the best idea.
Maybe not. Maybe we should try. I don't know. Anything else?
Okay. I'm gonna like look across the entire room and be like, where the fuck is Kareem and Victor?
You heard
They were
them
like,
yelling where they were going.
I know, but like, where the fuck? I'm gonna say that. Where the fuck? And just like start walking towards where they went.
I guess we're going upstairs, so.
It's like it.
Yeah, might as well. Oof, you just shut up. Oh. Okay.
Just playing
Intercepted.
leapfrog.
You can join my rugby team if you want with that interception.
So on the next floor up of the building that you appear to be in, it's much the same kind of architecture and setup, but it looks like it's been a lot more time worn, a lot more ruined. Everything's crumbling a bit more. There's much more dust just sort of laying about the place, but still there is many more, like much more densely packed than the rest of these were. More crystals lining the walls with silhouettes of people in them. More of these brain leeches, just like places practically wallpapered with them. Just like sitting there siphoning the energy off of these poor souls who are trapped in these crystals. It's like you've stumbled across some kind of nursery for them.
Oh fuck. Is there like a den where the big blob was, or no?
Not that you can see. Doesn't really appear to be anywhere that set aside for anything. Just places where there aren't these crystals with leech things attached to them are more sort of absent because it would be impractical to fix them there rather than because of any like other purpose they've been set aside for. It looks like this place's entire purpose is for these things.
Any other like hallways or rooms leading off from this room?
Yeah, there's a large set of double doors. That now that you have, like, I'm assuming like you find these double doors after sort of wandering about the place and getting your bearings, and I think part of your like general assessment of the place that you can glean from wandering about it feels like the layout feels almost familiar, not in the sense of like you've been here before, but you've been in places like it. Like maybe some kind of, fort or keep that was, probably ancient by the time you were wondering about it at some point in your travels. But
Could I like try rolling history to see if I can recognize the outliner?
yeah, if you like.
Ooh.
So the layout and the architecture does strike a chord. I don't know where you would have heard this kind of information, or maybe it's just like the place you were in that was like it before. Like you maybe overheard someone talking about the history of it, or looked up such things yourself if you were interested in. But the old settlement that was back when this kind of region was purely human territory before interaction with other races and like people started intermingling and society became a bit more diverse generally. This is kind of architecture and layout from that era, and this was like thousands of years ago.
Okay.
And judging by the layout, you're able to find what you're pretty confident these double doors is the exit.
Okay, can I go up to the double doors and try to like just quietly open one?
Yeah, there's not much chance of quietly opening them. They're fairly big and heavy. These were designed, to keep people out if need be. You can see the kind of like hooks where the gates would or the door would be barred with like a large wooden plank or something to stop people getting in if there was an attack. But
are there any sort of like windows nearby where I can kind of look outside, or without like necessarily opening the doors, alerting anything outside to our presence? Anyway, I can kind of just look to see the outside.
no, it's kind of closed off. But you're able to open the door without too much trouble if you try it. But there's not going to be a quiet way to do so.
That's fine. I'll try opening the door slightly, enough so that like if needs be, I could quickly close it.
Sure. Yeah. So you crack open the door. There's a groan and a creak of ancient hinges and wood, and the sight you are greeted with is both alien and familiar at the same time. You recognize. Well, the first thing you see is the landscape, and it's kind of like barren and dusty and rocky, but there's kind of like weird blue tinge to it. And the sky is the familiar part because you recognize this sky from when you were at the top of the library. That sort of the weird space that it opened out into. We have a handout.
Any like immediate threats outside the door?
None that you can see, but what you can see.
So yes, basically.
What you do see is that the building you are in is kind of as the interior was a crumbling ancient ruin, and scattered around various places around this kind of like mountainous rocky landscape you find yourself in, this barren alien wasteland. It's a few more buildings that seem to have just been sort of snatched out of whatever context they used to be in. You have like various different styles and eras of architecture and various different types of building in general as well. You see like the ruins of an ancient sort of Greekish style looking temple. You see what appears to be just like a section of a tower that has just been sort of grabbed out of whatever the rest of the tower it was standing on and is now just sort of like fallen on its side. You see just like some guy's house just sitting there falling apart. Just like bits and pieces of architecture and places scattered around the middle of nowhere.
I like come back into the door and I signal to the rest of the guys. I'm like, come here, look at this.
Ooh. Damn.
Oh, that's beautiful.
A little bit terrifying.
Maybe we should go back to the fountain and try and get back to where we're supposed to be.
How often do you get an opportunity to explore somewhere like this?
About once more than I ever thought I'd need.
I don't want to be stuck here. 8 seconds is 8 minutes, remember?
I am now convinced. 8 seconds is 8 minutes.
Mister, let's not do a long rest. We're going to spend 2 months here.
Yep.
Oh shit, we spent
I was in
fucking 2
awe
months.
of the landscape and wanted to investigate, but 8 seconds is most definitely 8 minutes, so fuck that.
Can I just ask the group, like, anyone recognize any of those builds?
I have no idea. Do we, GM?
Well, I won't. I was in prisoner.
I think Al, you would recognize the section of the tower, at least bits of it that remain. It looks like the sort of like buildings that are old and have been around a while just because they're like institutions rather than because it's like an ancient civilization. Like some kind of prestigious university or academy of some kind, just like a normal one, not like the weird magical one that you guys have just been traipsing about in, but some kind of tower from that kind of building is maybe where you would recognize that from. Like maybe it was your adopted family sort of touring you around. Oh, look at the education we can offer you. We can pay for your tuition fees for this fancy school or something like that, and it reminds you of that kind of place.
Okay. So it's like the quad from a university, basically.
Not a quad, like a tower of some kind.
Yeah. Okay.
Or like a section of one, like
Section.
someone just
okay.
cut and paste a bit of it and then just sort of threw it out into this desert alien wasteland.
Maybe we go there.
I mean, it looks like it could be from one of these weird ass a big ass university, but I don't want to go and see that. I'd rather see, a real one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We should definitely leave, yeah. Absolutely.
There we go. Made them Kareem like
Now,
me.
the
should
only
really
thing with the 8
absolutely-
seconds is 8 minutes thing. Do we know that applies here? It applied in the bubble, but I
We
thought
don't
the bubble
necessarily.
dissipated. Did we saw the bubble dissipate? So I'm not saying we should stay now, but we can maybe come back.
I mean, whenever I've said we should definitely go, I've said that I haven't actually moved from the doorway. I'm still peering out and I'm just going, yeah, we should. But I'm still staying exactly where I am. And I'm like looking back at the party, almost looking for justification to venture out and explore it a little bit. Because I'm terrified, but I'm also a little bit curious.
I'd rather not die in, a plane that isn't our own one.
Yeah, I'm with Al here. I would say we go back. We find out if the time thing is still happening while we're there, and then we can come back and investigate.
I think about this for a moment. And I go, okay. And then I close the door. I move to go back towards the stairs.
I breathe a sigh of relief and go and whisper under my breath, "Thank fuck," and start walking back to the stairs so we can get back to the.
I'm going back to this time. I'm leaning on my cane. I'm not doing it out of an act. This time I'm doing it because my feet were trapped on the floor for God knows how long, and then I was tackled to the concrete ground. So,
saved, you mean? Saved.
Sure.
So when you make your way back down the stairs, you can hear the arguing going on before you even see Juno and Zemek. They're clearly exchanging heated words about something, presumably to do with what they were investigating before. And Bay greets you at the base of the stairs and sort of looks at you, pleading. This is like they're really getting into it, and I don't think you're gonna like what they each have to say to you. But I can't break this up. I'm gonna need your help with this.
What is happening now? We left.
I don't know. They talked about some of the some of the modifications we could do to the settings on the tuning fork, and then Juno suggested something, and Zemek just sort of kind of exploded. He's just flat out refusing to go along with whatever it was she said, and I can't get either of them to stop yelling at each other long enough to tell me whatever the hell it is. So
can I once I heard them were yelling at each other, can I run past so I'm in hearing distance of what they're saying? The first time she said that.
Yeah, if you like.
Yeah.
So as one might expect, they're too engrossed in arguing with each other to notice you eavesdropping. So and you hear Zemek just being like, No, we have. It's entirely irresponsible. We have to find some other more less permanent way of opening passage. We cannot just leave this place open for definite access for anyone who wants to come over from this side back over. You've seen these creatures. You've seen what we have to deal with on this side. I was too terrified to do anything. They had to murder them all for me, and I don't know what is out here that's worse than that brain thing we saw in the library. And Juno is yelling back at him, just like, well, we have literally no other passage, so it's this or we stay here and die. So I don't know, Zemek, you make that call for yourself, but I am not backing down from this. And
I assume that like me and Kareem are able to hear this by this point. We've reached.
Yeah, anyone who wants to just sort of listen in as they're bickering, they are engrossed in it. They are not caring.
They don't see us walk up beside them. No.
Right, can I?
Yes.
Do you see where it's going?
Yep.
Yeah. They
I'm
might.
on board.
What is it you're going to try and do to them?
I just want one more question. I assume Juno has the fork at this point. Yes.
Yeah.
I am going to distract them
Sleight of hand, please.
by asking, so what seems to be the problem, to get their attention?
Juno turns to you and she's like, well, we can open passage back to the College of...
What do you
if
say,
we...
friend?
Problem is that doing so is going to leave a more permanent fracture in the fabric of space and time. It's already undergone too much strain with all the transfers that have happened here already. Basically, we will be able to open the portal, but we won't be able to close it. At least, not through any means that I'm currently aware of. And Zedek sort of butts in with, like, yes, so we can just let any brain tentacle thing wander in as it sees fit. That sounded like a fantastic idea to you.
Can we not close it when we get back to the other side anyway?
No. She said so herself. There is literally no way to do so that we know of, so... But apparently this is our only option, so... I don't know.
I assume by this point I've got the shooting.
Yeah, they have not noticed.
I'm going to turn to Joy.
I want
Actually,
to think. I like to think that I did the same thing again. Like I put my hand into her pocket and she just put it into her pocket, but actually put it into my hand. I'm just going like, I just look at it and go like, I can't believe that worked twice. Like,
I'm going to turn to towards Joy. I'm going to take out like the cage and the old gem that I have. I'm basically only turning to them so that Zemek and Juno can't see, but I'm just going to pretend I'm having a conversation with Joy, going, "Oh, so what do you think we should do?" But I'm actually putting the gem inside the old gem that I have, the one that from before, putting that inside the cage.
do I, now that I have the fork, do I notice him doing this?
I think so, yeah.
Can I shout, Victor? Well, not shout, but motion to him, Victor, and hold my hand out for the fork and just have him toss it at me.
I just rather than tossing it at you and giving the game away, I just kind of hobble back towards you, really playing up the whole "oh, I'm so injured" thing with the walking stick.
But can I have it?
And I just lean up against you and go, "Oh, one moment, dear," and I just lean up against you as if for support. But while I do it, I slip the tuning fork to you.
Yep. And then I'm gonna bang it super hard off the thing. Super hard.
Yes.
Yeah,
and Ben's just stood there I can see everything. You guys are fucking
right.
She just doesn't give a fuck at this point because she's not getting in a fight with them at all.
All right, so where did you guys put the cage and the crystal before you whacked the tuning fork?
Well, Kareem turned to face me, and he had it out in front of his body.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like holding it.
Oh, we needed to be in the center. Shit.
I was planning doing that, but yeah, we've just kind of went a bit mad here, so fuck it.
Sorry.
Because I was gonna say I was gonna just like take the tuning fork, have it hid it like in my pocket, and then just walk up with the cage, just like muttering like, "Oh, well, when you decide, I'll be waiting in the middle," and then just like smack it. But it's fine.
Sorry.
We've
I
committed.
if I remembered that we had to be in the middle, like Jess had to be like remembered had to be in the
Yeah.
middle, I wouldn't have done that, but I've already did it. So.
I mean, we don't know that it's a thing.
I mean, obviously it is.
But we don't know that. Like that it has to be in the middle. We understood that it was maybe more relevant when the bubble was there, but not here.
Oh, fair. There is also a bunch of other people's fucking gems.
Other people's gems? You're the only other one that's got a gem.
No, it's fucking gems.
Oh.
All right. So here's what happens.
It's gonna go tits up in it.
Yeah.
So you whack the tuning fork and it resonates with the crystal and the light amplifies, and with the sound of it going off, the conversation immediately stops, and the two scientists turn and look at you with the kind of expression that you would expect in the situation of, "Oh God, what have you done?" There was a white flash. You hear a lot of that sort of screaming from upstairs, from the rows and rows of leeches. And you see this kind of like glow of energy appear in the water, in this sort of red pool nearby. And you see this sort of wave pass through it, but nobody appears to have been transported anywhere.
Huh.
But at the staircase, a figure appears.
No.
Ah, shit.
It's the old man.
It's Ron.
A humanoid silhouetted figure.
It's a brother.
Dun dun dun.
And it begins.
So how do I notice? Does Kareem tell me? Do you tell me someone's coming?
I'm just gonna point. Just gonna like point behind her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna turn around.
So the figure you see, as it's approaching, it doesn't appear to have like entirely, had its shape distorted away like the sort of specters you were fighting before. This one seems to have retained more of its like original form, like rather than just being like generic humanoid. You can tell human at the very least, and it's moving with a bit more, grace and a bit less more like a person and less like a floaty blob thing. But it still has that kind of like, blank features and slightly fuzzy outline.
Okay, I'm scared. I'm gonna hit the thing again.
Yeah, there's another white flash from the same effect, and as it's dying down, you see the thing has kind of like held its arm up to its eyes as though to like shield itself from the blinding white light, and you see it like being momentarily dazed.
Is it becoming more? Oh no.
Just to clarify something for me, because I'm not 100% sure. When she hits the fork off the thing, does like a portal appear in the center of the fountain?
Not quite. Like you see the distortion happening, but not as strong as you'd seen it happen before when, like, you know, the initial teleportation in occurred.
Okay.
I'm gonna, like, on the second hit, I'm gonna, like, go to Joy. I'm gonna go out, reach for the fork, and say, look, it's not doing anything, but I'm gonna have to get this gem away from that guy, because you know what the shadows are like last time. And I'm gonna, well, hopefully take the fork off of Jess.
And you know what the shadows were like? They were humans. The old man, he's probably a human too. Fucking Jacob was one of them.
I mean, that's true. Can I have the fork?
Fine, I'll give you the fork.
I mean, if you didn't, I was going to slide a hand you. Like,
That's fair.
Yeah.
just so you're aware.
I wasn't gonna not give him it.
Yeah. When I get the fork,
I'm just responding to what he's saying, so it like makes them think that I don't want to give him it.
I'm gonna just like step into this, like slipping through the gap between like these just here.
Mhm.
In an attempt to make it seem like it's not very obvious what I'm doing, I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna try and get a position on his side just in case there's others. And as soon as I'm clear of this, I'm just gonna walk straight into the center of the fountain. Or the red stuff.
Yeah. I think, as I described
I
it
would
before,
like
it does
to-
like seem to resemble the fountain in quite a lot of
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie,
That's
I'm quite
respect.
scared that he's gonna fuck up. So like, as he goes to raise his hand to ring it, I want to dash up and jump in before he rings it, just in case he fucks and disappears.
Yeah, I'm planning on doing the same, to be honest. I have my sword drawn, but I'm like gently moving backwards. Once he moves past me and I kind of understand what he's doing, I move backwards to get closer to him.
I think that's pretty much what everyone is doing. You're
Yeah.
kind of
You-
slowly
You apparently
forward.
step over Zemek's head to do so.
Yeah, not really.
I
I'll
really
go
don't
around,
care.
but it's
I'm gonna
around.
like push them with me. I don't care. We're just going in the pool.
Yeah. Everyone seems fairly on board with this. Like, okay,
Yeah.
fuck it,
Yeah.
we've got it here.
Ba-
We've drawn
Bay sees
unwelcome
what
attention
happens,
here.
is on board. Althea sees what's happening, runs and pushes Zemek into the red stuff. Joy sees what's happening, runs and pushes Juno into the red stuff. And then Victor's like, oh, well, fuck this, I'm in. Just jumps in, so he's with everyone. And then, naturally, as soon as everyone is inside the red stuff, I hit the fork on the
Yeah. So
cage.
as the figure recovers from its like momentary dazed state and sees you about to crack the thing, he breaks out into a sprint as the glow is amplifying in the crystal.
I want to know who it is.
Make a perception check.
Ooh.
Deception.
Is that like...
So
It's the right pause for it. Oh my god, it's Alec.
I don't know. There's a certain familiarity
yeah,
with the body language of how this guy's moving. It seems familiar. He's moving like a monk. It's could be anyone
Is
though.
he
Really,
actually-
there's lots of monks in the world.
Is he actually moving like a monk, or are you just saying that? Like what am I perceiving right now as going?
No, he is actually moving like that.
Right, as soon as I noticed that, is he hit it already?
You don't get time to react to it because the white light engulfs everything, and you find yourself.
Damn it, I was gonna steal it from his hand and jump out the fountain as he rang it so they'd teleport away, and I wouldn't, but that's not gonna work, is it?
So you find yourself back on the college campus, all sort of huddled in whatever positions you're in, but it doesn't matter. You're all amongst the fountain.
Wait, isn't that the same kind of situation with the other shadow figure? That it looked kind of like...
What?
No. Never mind.
So yeah, everything around you appears to be as it was when the very moment that the bubble burst and you were teleported away. Everyone just sort of standing around looking confused about what the hell just happened, but not resetting, thankfully. The one major difference being that hovering above the fountain, right, sort of bang in the center, roughly where you were standing when you sounded off the tuning fork, is what just appears to be a tear in the very fabric of reality itself. Just like someone has smashed a bit of glass, or smashed a huge hole in a window, but in the sky, just sort of there in front of you, hovering.
Oh, that is pure instinct. I want to grab the bally thing and the tuning fork, like you can keep the gem, and I want to jump into it.
You want to jump back in the portal?
Yeah, I just saw Alec in my mind, at least. Like, feel free to stop me and try and like keep me down as soon as you see me permit to jump. But
is there anything I can do?
It's what she'd do.
Catch her.
Yeah, if she's trying to grab stuff off of me, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna assume she's gonna do something along those lines, or at least something stupid anyway. So, yeah, I'm gonna attempt to just stop her, just like push her back and put her down on the ground.
But like Joy would jump back in because she thought it was Alec. She's not a smart person.
She's not a complete moron though.
No, but she would jump back in.
All right, so sorry, describe what you were doing again. You are trying to jump back in, and Kareem, you were tackling, or what?
Yeah, because I was gonna try and take the cage.
Yeah,
and
she's
the
trying to
fork.
take stuff off of me, so as she's like coming towards me, I'm just gonna try and like put her down and even like use her own momentum against her, and just like
I know,
trip her up and put her down on the ground.
I know not to go back in if I don't have the equipment to get back out. Like, I'm not gonna just
Right.
jump.
Fair. All right, so I guess Joy either sleight of hand or acrobatics, and Kareem athletics.
Oh, they're both the same. Damn
Fuck
it.
yes.
I mean, also yes, because I don't want to go back in, but damn it. Ow! No! I want to get Alec. No. Like,
Yeah, but Alec is very much like someone who used to be on our party. Remember Jacob? And you saw what he turned into, so we can't trust him, even if it is Alec or whoever the hell that was.
We can save him.
How?
Juno.
Right. Do you not think you should consult Juno about how to save him before going in there and try to stop him from attacking you and then doing it?
No. We should just try. He'd do it for us.
Would he though?
We
Or
don't
would he-
know
Would
this,
he
Alec.
consult the people who could give you good information, or at least some idea of what the person's going to be like and ways to fix him, should it be possible? I feel like Alec would probably seek help from people who know better.
So around this point, Juno sort of walks up to you and is like, "Well, it might be a moot point. The breach is not quite as bad as I thought it was going to be. So that's, for once, the unexpected one's in our favor, I guess."
Plus, we get to go back there and investigate that other terrain, which would be cool.
Can I like spin Juno around and just
That was
grab
two
her
Juno, by the way.
Can I like spin Juno around and grab her by whatever the closest thing to her lapel would be, and just go, "You've got some fucking."
So what? Sorry.
You've got some fucking explaining to do.
I thought you said issues, and I was like,
Well, that too, probably.
Yes. I didn't just spin around and grab her and say, "You've got some fucking issues." Like, give it out to her.
yeah, but like you
sure.
cut out, so that's what I thought you said. I was like,
I'm planning to use like an intimidation on her to just go, "You've got some fucking explaining to do here." Like,
all right. Let's look. We're all safe now. You can just sort of calm down a bit. It'd be nice.
Are we really safe? Are you really sure about that? And I like just point up towards the giant tear in reality above the fountain.
It's fine. It's not so bad. The big brain thing that Zemek was describing probably wouldn't fit through there.
Probably. Ah, yes, science is built on fucking probably, isn't it?
I mean, yeah.
At the cutting edge, yes. We're trying to find things out.
You're
Just
trying to
over her
destroy the
shoulder, I'm
whole
going to say she
fucking
has a
world.
point. Just so we're clear.
You're trying to find stuff out as destroying the whole fucking world, and you know what? I kind of like the world. I've got used to it. My house is there.
Like you own a house.
You know,
It's someone's house. It's one he
it's
uses. It
someone's
might not
house.
necessarily be
Someone's-
his.
someone's house. It's mine now. Like,
It's the name it's under might not be real, but the house is. So I think at this point, as Juno is reassuring you as to how safe this tear in reality is, to no avail. Your point, Victor, is being reinforced by sudden, loud, thunderous crack that echoes throughout the campus. Like the people who are just sort of like milling about, confused, kind of stop in their tracks and look towards you and where the sound originated. And you notice that the crack in reality has somehow widened a bit. Like it's the tears has sort of extended a bit further out.
I am immediately jumping. Those are.
I mean, I literally saw Alec as we disappeared. Okay, shut up.
Mhm.
I'm allowed to do that.
I don't actually. Not the movie.
You would keep cutting out, by the way.
Maybe because I'm sitting like kind of far from the mic because I have a position.
Yeah, you're.
In Kayla. So.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like my sound threshold is not picking me up on that side.
Yeah.
I don't actually jump into Juno's arms like in Scooby Doo. That was a meme.
That was the old Victor. He doesn't do that anymore.
I like point my stick up at the tear in the sky that has just increased in size, and I just go. I just look at her and go, "You're gonna talk now."
Do we notice if it seems like time has passed since we've been away? Like, does it seem like people have just come out of that loop still, or does it seem like people have been going back to their own thing?
It seems like no time has passed.
No time has passed. 8 seconds is 8 minutes.
By the way, I'm just gonna like let you guys know. I'm now from being on the floor. I am sat against the fountain, like just being sad. Just so you're aware. I do not look up at the rift.
But even at the massive noise that is tearing it open further.
I mean, I recognize it, but I'm just like, I don't know. Now.
So it's followed up with a pattern of 3 of those noises in the sort of rhythm that you have practiced many times throughout your life, Joy. That sort of flurry of blows, that precisely hammered home triple strike that certain monks in your past might have passed on to you as a technique, but this time applied to something far greater than just mere practice training dummies or kobolds. This is being applied to this tear in the fabric of reality. So there's this sort of rhythm of 3 strikes, that each of which cracks open the portal a bit further.
Okay.
And
do I notice Kareem sneaking off?
Are you trying to be subtle about it, Kareem?
No, just walking.
Yeah, you notice.
Right. I'm gonna then get up and see what the fuck he's doing.
Can I just like pull one of my daggers out of my sock and just like hold it up against Juno's neck and just go like,
Let me catch up to you, Kareem.
I just like hold it up against her neck and I just go, what the fuck is going on here? And can I roll intimidation on that just to
Yes, you may.
speed this process up? Oof.
While we're like out of sight of people, I'm gonna say to Kareem, I'm gonna pull out the gem and I'm gonna be like, guess what I found?
Ah, you have another one of them, so we can go back
Yeah.
anytime. Nice.
We can.
Although, I think, do we need another cage? Was that cage and gem consumed? The same way the last one was?
I don't think they were this time.
They weren't? Oh, okay. Nice. We've both got gems.
Yeah. Wonder how much they sell for, because I don't know about you, but I think gems that come out are very rare.
Yeah, probably.
Victor like vaguely senses that somewhere in the nearby vicinity someone is talking about making money, but it passes. Like,
I know you're having a discussion with Juno, but while we're doing that, I'm gonna get some feed from the cart and give it to the mules.
You've been very nonchalant about this whole breaking over reality incident that's happening. I'm just going to say that.
I mean, there's not a massive amount that I can do or understand about it, so
Fair enough.
I'm just gonna deal with what I know. If I need to get away from here quickly, those mules are my best option.
That's actually a fair point. So yeah, knife to Juno's throat. I think at this point, the other two are kind of like, whoa, okay, that's not, kind of like brushes. I was like, no, it's fine. He at least deserves to know. All right, like I said, there's not really, we didn't have any other option. Okay, we had to leave this fissure in place. I thought I could contain it, and I didn't think. I thought it would just take a bit more effort to break through than one person was capable of. Whoever that was chasing us, I think they're trying to break through and they're succeeding. That's all I know, I swear.
How much time do we have?
I didn't think he was even capable of this, so I couldn't possibly tell you.
How are you trying to contain it? What was your thought?
It wasn't a thought. I didn't think I'd need to because I didn't think it was possible. Okay?
How do we reverse this? How do we stop it?
I don't know. I need more time, okay?
Well, it doesn't look like we have more time, so maybe
no
speed up your thinking process.
At no point during this have I let go of Juno or have I lowered the knife.
Right. As if to punctuate the idea that you don't have time, as you put it, there's a final thunderous blow from the spectre on the other side. And portal goes from just being a fissure, from being a crack in the sky, to just being a full on sort of yawning wormhole just sort of hanging there. And then you can look up and you can see the other side. You can see the room with the sort of red pool. You can see the crumbling stone walls, and you can see the spectre staring back at you, and it leaps out of the portal into the reality.
Like move over this way and just kind of scream for joy because she kind of knew. She seemed to recognize this thing that was running at us, so I'm just gonna kind of go, Joy, might have a friend over here. Like now.
I immediately, almost just out of instinct, because fuck these guys, they've made me a better person. I put the knife away and I draw my sword. And I like step in front of the three of them. And I push them back, and I'm between them.
Right, okay, we're running back.
I like push Zemek out of the way and kind of go over and stand beside Victor because fuck it. Now I have to feel like I'm a decent human, even though I'm not sure I like him. But he's being nice to people, so I can't let him die.
Can you, David? Can you push the three NPCs back one square?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Back north.
Yeah.
Because I've just essentially moved in between them and the shadow.
Right. I guess they'd be here.
Yeah.
Can I, like, run up behind him and, like, with my rope out and try and, like, wrap him up in rope?
Yeah. I guess stealth.
Mm.
If I have a sword pointed at him, am I distracting him in any way?
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's go about perception. Oh.
He can't see me, so it's advantage. No, I'm kidding. That's not fun.
All right. So I think this is a good moment to end on. So you sneak up.
No, I want to do it.
Oh, hang on. I set that to I had that set to whisper to GM for stuff, but it was a 20. 17 plus 3, so not a crit.
Oh
but still,
no!
Still beats you. Let's fix that. Okay.
I shouldn't have made him such a high level. Cut off.
So as you're sneaking up with the rope, this figure kind of like perks up a bit and just sort of spins around and catches your hand as you're like reaching out to sort of to loop the rope around him.
Right, okay, so we can dance then. Okay then.
Yeah. So he's able to like deflect your attempts to tie him up, and you're able to dodge out the way. It's like, but in that sort of brief moment of contact, the sort of blankness and blurriness of the features briefly disperses, and you see Alec.
Does he go back to being a shadow after? Like
yes.
after that brief moment?
Yeah.
Right,
yeah, it's just like a sort of brief flash of his image, and then it goes back to being a silhouette.
Can I like just like ram my face into his chest and bury him in the water, just like cuddling him and hope that it works?
Oh.
Shut up.
You
Shut up.
want to cuddle him back to reality.
Oh, episode title.
Cuddle him back to reality. That is a good one.
You
Yes.
want to cuddle him back to reality, yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
What can I check? I thinking. You know what? I don't think it's even a roll. I think he hugs you back. You sort of,
Oh.
and you see the distortion fade away gradually, but more permanently. It's not fading back into a silhouette, and then eventually you see Alec sort of fully realized, fully himself again. And he just sort of he looks at you and he says, "You almost had me. I taught you that move, though, remember?"
I'm not gonna lie, I'm crying right now. It's like, I'm so happy.
And I think we'll end the session there. All right.
Oh, just like tackled in the water just now, by the way. So we're drowning for the next week. Just so you're aware.
Do we want to pick an episode title? I have a list.
Can I just clarify, if you had gone up and like he stopped you, and then you went to like take him down into the water, see if he was still a shadow when he went into the water, I was going to immediately assume that you were grappling each other and combat had started, and I was
Oh,
going to
no.
take
Assume.
shots. So I'm kind of glad that you managed
Extremely on
to.
brand.
Yeah, I'm glad that he was visibly changed before.
Okay.
By the way, there's still like I can't remember how many people I met, but there's like 3 or 4 others that
Oh
no, no,
yeah.
wait, two or 3 others. Sorry, that I'm missing. Just so
Mhm.
you're aware.
Dead.
But Alex was the
You mean
best.
3 or 4 other dead people?
Do we want to hear the episode titles?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. You still have knees, so you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Baby leech brains. Aww.
That's a good one.
Firework display of guts. It's like you microwaved the thing. Screechy, ugly brain thing. As we established earlier, 23 is larger than 7.
Yeah.
Someone is getting their earlobes tickled tonight. I'm gonna bang it super hard off the thing, and you want to cuddle him back to reality.
They're all really good this week.
There's a lot of good
There's a lot of
ones.
really
Yeah.
fun. It's like, I don't know how hard it's going to be to pick the episode title, but I know it's going to be really hard to pick second place. Isn't it? You know?
I just want to say, if it's not the one where we could limb back to reality, could not be the second place since it's like actually.
I think that was
Yeah,
going to get my
episode.
vote for first place because it's actually relevant to the major plot thing that happened. So, you know.
I think as we've established, 23 is greater than 7 got the biggest laugh. So I'm.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. I like that one a lot.
To be honest,
Yeah.
That was actually going to get my vote, to be honest.
it's going to be mine as well. Like,
I want to say you want to cuddle him back to reality because I really think that's adorable.
I
I
think-
was like actual tears.
And
in
it's
my eyes. I'm
relevant to
so
the
happy.
story.
Yeah,
So
that was my reason.
one
too.
is the title and one is second place.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
which
think
one is the title?
cuddling back to reality is the title.
Okay.
And then,
then
as we established earlier, 23 is larger than 7 is second.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll do.
Cool.
Sorted.
Cool.
I'll tell you something else though. 3 is larger than 2 in terms of levels. So
Hey!
Hey!
you get to level up.
Yay!
Plot milestone.
What did I say when I went into it? It's like I don't remember what I said. But who said that for the title?
That was Kayla, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
said what? Sorry.
Kayla said you want to cuddle him back to reality,
Oh yeah.
and
I said like a
I
longer
think-
version of that. So
I said as we've established earlier, 23 is greater than 7.
yeah.
You don't get a point for second place, so don't give a
Yeah, I
fuck
know.
who said it. Alright?
Oh, what is the gem called that came out of that like thing's body? Or is it just a white gem?
The only name you've heard it called by other than the gem is the song by the old man. So
Oh,
You know.
okay, so white gem then. White gem from. Okay, in my inventory. Bam. Level 3.
So shit, we get to level up.
yeah,
I'm so happy I found it.
Buzzing.
I know for a fact I get some shit. Someone's gonna have to remind me how we calculate
Okay.
it.
Now I can go home and make you all that.
you just need to click the hit dice button,
yeah. Roll 1 hit die, or you can take the average of the roll.
or you can take the average. But if you take the average, you're a poof. So
Yeah, it's
But I'm gonna
Click
take
the
the
average
averages
dice
for
button.
cowards.
Can I do the hit dice roll now?
Yeah, may as well
That
take
one,
roll
let's
here.
go,
Oh,
boys.
oh,
see. He didn't get in that one, and he got a 3.
I know, but fuck him.
I got
Can-
6. That's better than my average.
Don't know what we do.
Like
That's
my
where it
average
becomes
is
fun though. Like that changes
about
your character dynamics. If you just take the average, it's boring.
true. I have 19 now. Yeah.
Although I normally have quite bad luck with rolls, so I probably shouldn't. But fuck it.
so
I mean, you both got fucking
You
double
clicked on
24, double natural 20s.
I know a way to start,
is
but
your
yeah, we deserved
repercussions.
low rolls. Yeah.
You add that
This
to
is
your
your
max
repercussion.
HP,
Alright.
Yeah.
Cool.
to your
Above
current
average.
HP as well.
I'm glad I have the fucking the +2.
Yes,
Or it'll be even
what
more
level
fun.
are you now?
What?
I don't know.
Monastic tradition. When you reach that level, you
So
commit
you are
to
now
a
level
monastery.
2 or you're now level 3?
Way of the
Right.
open hand, the way of the
I
shadow.
remember because you were like
Island.
a couple of episodes behind, but I couldn't remember if our leveling up happened when you joined.
Yeah.
Yeah, like our first level up happened in your first episode.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, it's fine. And to see what I get. Level back.
I'm gonna stop the recording.